Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Trashed Picture Shows stream, Sunday night stream with my gorgeous girlfriend, as always, the fantastic and ever beautiful and brilliant Jen's Reviews from the Grave. And
Hi.
joining us as well tonight is the ever incomparable and fantastic Soulless Trenchcoat. And like the last couple of streams, we're going to be discussing 2 years of cinema, our five favorite films from 2 years of cinema. And this week is going to be 1984 and 1985. And we might have some other people joining us tonight. I dropped the link out to the glamorous and brilliant Ethel Cross from 13 Originals and the absolute epic cinema fucking expert and genuine pop culture aficionado, Joey, or Nomad Joey, as he's known as. Hopefully, they might join us later. If they don't, wherever you are, we love you, we miss you, and you guys kick ass. But regardless, a bit of a rundown. So, 84, 85, I think, is really. Hey, also, Anthony Schubitz is in the chat. Yeah, I saw it as well, Anthony. It was like a dental appointment for me, but maybe you might enjoy it. I don't know. For me, I had issues with the script, but I digress. So 84, 85, 84, 85, I think, is when cinema really started to kick off. The 70s, as I said before, the 70s into the early 80s, we had avant-garde kind of cinema slowly going into mainstream stuff. Horror was getting big, science fiction was getting big, action movies were getting big. And I think the midpoint of the 80s is where that really took off. Jen, this benchmark of 1984, 1985 and onwards, do you think there was a change in the landscape of cinema?
Yeah, it was already kind of changing, but I think this is where people really noticed a big change. We're kind of getting into the Reagan era, like greed is good. I believe a movie from this decade said that greed is good, and it's very much more excess, bigger, better, bigger effects, go harder or go home. And they did it in all genres. It wasn't just in the horror genre or action genres. A lot of your bigger budget stuff. This definitely has its own feel. The earlier 80s kind of still had some 70s sensibilities. We're starting to lose that as we head into these years and going beyond, I would say.
Yeah, the age of the experimental and art house film was kind of being pushed to the side.
It was. Now your indie films, there were still some were sticking around, but your normal moviegoers were definitely, in for the bigger budget, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, there's some movies that are in these years that are undeniable classics, particularly from our generation.
Yeah, it did. Again, like from this point on, I think the 80s put out some fucking absolute bangers, and
a lot of which I don't like.
Yeah, that was hilarious. We'll get into that, and I let you ridicule my gorgeous better half when we get to that. But I digress. Trench, what do you think? Do you think the mid 80s was kind of a turning point for cinema from 84, 85 onwards?
Yeah, I would say so, because that's where a lot of the there was early films that caught on, but this is where you have a lot of the big ones that really define that generation that people think of is from the mid 80s.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
And plus, this is where the evil Russian trope starts popping up.
You're right.
Yes. For better or worse, but there's like 3 films that have like the evil Russian trope.
I think that goes hand in hand with what Jen was saying about Reaganomics as well. We capitalism is good, and we gotta beat those dirty Reds back into the tundra and stuff. And you had movies like Rambo, and not just evil Russians, evil communists in general as well. You had this, and you had fucking oh Christ, what was the one with Patrick Swayze and
Red
Charlie
Dawn.
Sheen was his
Red
brother?
Dawn.
Red
Red
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah. That again, it was like, yeah, communism, evil communism. But yeah, I think this is really the turning point for cinema. We're going away from kind of low budgety stuff. There is still I'm not even going to say a smattering. There is a solid representation of independent flicks,
Yeah.
but movies' budgets are getting bigger, concepts are getting bigger, and stuff is getting wilder, and you get some fucking really crazy out there kind of post-apocalyptic movies and stuff. I did. People were still driving the Mad Max gravy train,
Yep.
and you still see a bunch of Italian knockoffs of that. And there was one particular film that came out in 1984 that reshaped the post-apocalyptic and sci-fi genre, and we'll get to that. But yeah, Jen, what are your top fives for 84?
Okay. So I know what yours are because we shared them. I don't know what Trenchy's are. I'm very curious. But for me, okay, I'm gonna start with my favorite movie from this one. It's one of my just personal favorites ever, and I'm gonna have to be a basic bitch. It's also my favorite John Hughes movie ever, and that would be 16 fucking Candles. I absolutely adore this movie, and it still holds up. A couple of years ago, they were playing it in a theater, and we went to go see it, and it still cracks me up. It's not, maybe today's generation might have a problem with the long duck dong character, but it's still fucking funny. I don't fucking care. You can cancel me, kids, all you want, but
Please don't cancel my girlfriend. She doesn't mean no harm. She doesn't mean no harm.
But it's funny, Marty. You know, what's happening, hot stuff. And then the scene where he's with Jake Ryan and he's like, married? Married! Jeez! I fucking love that. And of course, the romantic in me loves the scene where, you know, he has the cake on the table and, you know, she's like, it's too pretty to eat. And they kiss over the candles. It's so fucking romantic, Marty. This might be where my obsession with candles have come from. And come to think of it, my youngest son is named Jake.
So what you're saying is I have to go to hell and kill John Hughes if you burn down my apartment in some kind of mad romantic gesture.
Yes, exactly.
Although, sorry, why did I automatically assume John Hughes was in hell? I'm sorry to John Hughes' family and shit. And there's fucking hell. Jesus, sorry.
It's just a fun and it's romantic. Like, this is a really romantic, fuck you all, it's a romantic film. And I just like the misunderstanding and Molly Ringwald and not to mention Anthony Michael Hall. Like, this is my favorite John. I know a lot of people, it's The Breakfast Club, but 16 Candles has always been one of my, and it's weird. People are weirded out. Yes, I fucking love that movie. And Jake Ryan was my first crush. My first movie crush was Jake Ryan.
I thought Brad Dourif for Chris Sarandon. Chris
Sarandon, but I saw 16 Candles before I saw Fright Night.
Okay.
So, yeah. I really, yeah. I fucking, so I love 16. What are you guys' thoughts on 16 Candles as dudes?
It's a sweet movie.
Oh, God.
Okay, no. Hear me out. It's a sweet movie. I like John Hughes' early stuff. I like all of John Hughes' stuff. Bardy really racially insensitive depiction of Chinese exchange student.
But it's the funniest part.
No. Look, hold on a minute. I'm going now. Hear me out. And I'm not just saying this because I don't want my girlfriend going onto the burn pyre alone. There is something sweet about that character as well. Yes, could it have been handled better? Most fucking certainly. Is it a terrible depiction of Asian people who I've had friends. I went to college with a friend of mine from Thailand. Lovely dude. Is it a horrible depiction of Asian people? Absolutely yes. But, and going back to my friend who I went to college with, there is something about someone who they're oblivious to another. They are fish out of water, and you have to appreciate the fact that they aren't cynical. They've come to this new country. They see it as, and I'm not just saying this as like the character from the character's perspective in the movie. I'm saying this to any student. Could be Asian, could be French, could be any. The idea of they come to this country and they're like, oh, they've seen the American movies. They've seen movies. They've seen how certain people interact. They've seen movies and literature and stuff about college, and they come in bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and they are the hopeless. And there's something about that character that embraces that. He's a dude who he is a bit kind of, he's definitely problematic as a depiction of an Asian, and I think he's also problematic as maybe a guy who just really needs to fucking understand that, like, if a chick's not into you gotta respect their boundaries. But there's something about the character that is likable. There's no, like, you get what I'm saying? Or am I fucking rambling on here incoherently?
No, I get what. I'm just surprised you're not also about the panty scene.
No. I forgot about that scene. Okay, maybe I might have to go back again. No, look. I is the character problematic? Yes, but I think they're also representative of someone who has maybe a very sheltered life, and they've finally gotten out from under their parents' apron strings, and they're like, yes, I'm in college. I'm a foreign exchange student. I'm gonna, like, do the student thing because I've been kind of I've lived in this kind of country where I haven't been allowed to really cut loose and be excited and interact with people my own age. And I think there is something to that. Again, the character is incredibly problematic, and if they were to remake him again, that shit needs to be shut down or locked down. Maybe have one joke, maybe have someone make a gag and the character goes, hey dude, that's really fucking disrespectful. Like, but yeah, 16 Candles. It's a sweet movie. It is a
and
sweet
Jake
movie.
Ryan gives his girlfriend to Anthony Michael Hall.
Jesus Christ.
I got a question about that.
Okay, sure, shoot.
Did he assault that girl at the end of the movie?
No.
Well, she was kind of drugged, and I mean, yes, she's happy about it at the end, but it's very complicated and it's
I'm
weird.
surprised Marty didn't go on about this, Trench, honestly.
Trench, I actually forgot about that as well. I was just so focused on trying to fucking help the Asian character not seem like a monstrous, demonstrative depiction of Jesus Christ. Actually, yeah.
I don't think they meant for it to be that. Like, I don't think that was the intended thing. I think it was supposed to be sweet, but it's kind of disturbing in hindsight.
Well, Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds as well, Trench. Also, yeah. Hey, Texas. We got Texas in the chat.
Hi, Texas.
Yo, dude.
Like, okay, so do you think it's problematic, Marty? Because it's sweet. It's supposed to be sweet.
Right.
It's good in the film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the basic bitch get out of jail free. Okay, it's a creature of its time, just like American Pie, just like Porky's, just like Revenge of the Nerds, just like a whole host of other movies which would not fly today. They are fulcrum points to a time when the world was a hell of a lot less complicated, for better or worse. And you sat back and you rooted for the guy you thought was a nice guy to get the girl and whatnot. 16 Candles, Tex. That was Jen's first pick for her top of 84.
And the guys are having a problem because, Anthony Michael Hall gets Jake Ryan's girlfriend. And then there's a scene with an underwear and then the whole Asian thing. Some people find it problematic. I think it's a really sweet, funny movie that still holds up.
But you can understand as well why like current generation would have. I know you. I'm going to say this to anyone. Anyone fucking says anything about Jen fucking picking this movie or isn't it? It's a fucking movie, lads. It's a movie that came out in 1984, and it's a fun movie. It's a sweet movie. Has it got problems? By fuck it does. But it's just a fun movie. People live and move on and learn, and you can still appreciate stuff like fucking don't get your knickers in a twist too much. Sorry, Trench.
I like the movie. I think it's a decent. It's way better than Pretty in Pink. I'll say that. It's a good little movie. Yes, it's got things to it, but there's a lot of movies back then that have things to it. But that doesn't mean the movie's malicious. Like there are malicious movies like Birth of the Nation and shit like that are way worse than something like this. This, yes, it has some stuff in it, but you kind of just laugh and move on. You notice that they're problematic. You say it, but then you say it's still a good movie. There's a lot of movies I like that are probably problematic. But that doesn't make you a bad person. As long as you acknowledge they're problematic and move on and have fun. You can have fun with the product as a whole.
They're like my number 5, which we'll get to. There's one very problematic character in it, particularly because of her name. Also, Tex says, well, he was drunk and on Duck Lawn. Became a porn star and everything. Yeah, that would have been a great name as well for a fucking porn star. But it's there is a sweetness to that movie. I'm not going to totally fucking throw it under the bus. It's not. It's got its problems, but there's a sweetness and it, again, as I said before, it's from a simpler time, lads. It's from a simpler time.
It is. Trench, what's one of your pick? Or did you want me to? Are we doing it like one at a time? Or are we going to just give our list? How do you want to do it, Marty?
Dealer's choice. Do you know what? We'll go down through each if that's okay with you. So Jen, you keep going.
Okay, cool. So for my next one, this one shocked me as a little kid because I think it won Best Picture for the year. Amadeus. And it showed me that, I always thought like Mozart would be, these were serious guys. And this movie kind of showed he was brilliant, but he was also a little child.
Farting and fucking, just, it was amazing. It's like, this guy's a genius, but he's also an ignorant fuck.
Exactly. Kind of. I guess the closest comparison we could have would be Michael Jackson, and kind of the same thing. There's a lot of someone did a thing, and there's a lot of similarities between the two if you really think about it. And even in the father department, it's just a really good movie. It's one that I rewatched recently, and it still holds up. And it's one that I would say did deserve. I want to say it did win Best Picture.
I think it did. And I think it won an Oscar as well. Maybe I'm wrong. It's shame Brian isn't here. And deservedly so if he did. F. Murray Abraham, I think, got an Oscar or at least a nomination. And he was fucking brilliant in that. Also, Jen, sorry to cut across you. I just don't want anyone thinking they're being ignored or left out. Tembo is in the chat. Love 16 Candles, but in knowledge, it's got big problems, particularly Lawn Duck and the rapey implications of the Mean Girl. Still classic for me, but don't blame younger people for skipping it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Sorry about this, Jen. I think James Spader's character was real suspect. Was James Spader back in the 80s? He always played a sleazy kind of guy. Love both films. And Tembo says, acknowledge, not telling you. I know you do. Just in context was confusing. Yeah, no, we get that as well. Don't worry about it. But sorry, Jen, is there any one about Amadeus?
It's just funny and it still holds up. And it's fairly they kind of muddled up history, but it's pretty accurate. If you read, it's a pretty good accurate depiction. And what I liked about it is my mom showed this to me when I was fairly young. And like I said, I was kind of dreading it because I just had kind of this preconceived notion that, all these classical music dudes probably were boring. And then this movie turned around. I think it's a great one to show to kids to kind of open their minds to classical music and things. And I loved it. And it's just a really fun movie. And that laugh of his is just iconic. And the actor actually did play the music, learned and the scenes and stuff. So, I mean, dedication to the role. It's a fabulous movie that no one talks about a lot anymore, which is a shame.
It's a visually splendid movie. I mean, the costume design on that, and it's up there with likes of Barry Lyndon and other kind of period pieces that, while they didn't come out around at the exact same time, say did like Ridley Scott's The Duelists, it was just there's something about that period of time and the costumes and stuff. You have to go all in with those fucking costumes because you can tell if they're fucking really cheap. But just the costume design, the set design, it is a fucking fabulous looking movie.
It is. It's one that I would recommend because I think if you were around that time, you might have seen it. But I think it goes under a lot of people's radar, and I think that's kind of a shame. I really do. I think it's one that definitely check out if you haven't. And it's a long movie, but it doesn't feel like it's a long movie.
Yeah, fucking Dead Right Texas, Barry Lyndon is epic.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Texas, if you like that, check out The Duelists with Harvey Keitel and Keith Carradine. It was directed by Ridley Scott. Really, it's the most badass movie about fencing ever. Sorry, Jen, cut across you.
No, it's good. I'm gonna move on to my next pick because I'm a horror girl, and this is a pretty basic horror thing. And it's not my favorite in the series. My favorite is Part 7. But if you were to ask me what is the best Friday the 13th movie out of all of them, I would give it to the final Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I think for a slasher movie, this is a slasher done right, and I fucking love it. There's just something about this one that's the best one of the bunch. It's not my favorite of the bunch, but it's the best one of the bunch. And it has a lot of imitators. Like a lot of movies tried to, not that they weren't already copying Friday the 13th, but this is the gold standard. And movies that has included a franchise that includes going to space and hell and New York. This is our gold standard.
What do you think defines it from the other ones for you?
There's just a sinisterness to it, and I like the brother and sister angle, and I also like the kid who's a little bit, Corey Feldman. Love him or hate him, he was really good in this, and I liked that he was always making these really cool masks, And I like what we do in the next movie because spoilers, kids, this will not be the final chapter. But I like what we do with the storyline as well, and that iconic scene of him going through the window and her. There's just something about that's when I think of horror movies and like really well-known ones that we talk to death about, that's a scene that just, I go back to it many, many times, where you hear the music and you see it, and then she cuts off his mask and you see his face. There's just something about that other movies have tried to do, but this one does it the best in this franchise, if you ask me.
Also, just want to say hello to Papa Goss. He's in the chat. Awesome figure collector. Super nice dude. Jen, question for you, right?
Yes.
And question for Trenchy as well. Sorry, I've being very kind of restrictive. Jen, if Jason had remained with the sack, do you think we would have gotten the same amount of sequels? If we got a Town That Dreaded Sundown-esque kind of Jason, would he have been as iconic?
Maybe not. Like, I like Sack Jason, and there's a lot of people that do too. I'm not the only one, but there is you can't say there's something iconic about that goddamn hockey mask. There's just something iconic about it that, is just cool. And if you're like an 80s kid like you and I are, it's just that's just fucking iconic. There's something super cool about it. But that's just my 2 cents.
Tredge, what do you think? Do you think if Jason had kept the sack and, fucking not gotten the hockey mask, he would have kept going and have a legacy as big as he did.
I like Sarkhead. I feel like he still would have been popular, but maybe not as popular because the hockey mask just pops.
Yeah.
And then they have the different like coloring designs on the hockey mask and the things they do with the hockey mask. And there's certain things in the movie that you can't do without the hockey mask. Like when he takes the axe to the head with the hockey mask in front of it, you can't do that without that wouldn't work with the sack.
Yeah,
and that's an iconic scene. It's just there's a lot of stuff that really makes the hockey mask stand out, and I feel like the sack is good, and I love Friday the 13th Part 2. It's great. It's one of my favorites, but just the mask is just it's so there wasn't really much like it. Like Sackhead, you had Town That Dreaded Sundown. Hockey mask, nobody had done that before, to my knowledge. Maybe somebody had, but I don't know.
Good point.
Also, just want to welcome in someone who just joined us, an absolute fucking legend in their own right, Ethel Cross. Thanks a million for coming, Ethel.
Hey, sorry I'm late, guys. Just got out.
No, you don't fucking sweat it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Apple.
We are currently going through Jen's list, and then we'll do Trenchy's, then we'll do yourself, and then we'll do mine. So Jen,
we on 84, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 84. Okay, so babe, what is your number 3?
4, actually 4. So we'll make this quick. Romancing the Stone. I know, I can hear, and I know the only reason he did it was because it was to get to his passion project. But I think Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas have an amazing chemistry. They went on to do a couple more movies together. My favorite being War of the Roses, but we'll get there later. But this is just a fun one, and this is also another kind of romantic one. They had really good chemistry. It's been done to death. A romance novelist somehow gets stuck in the jungle, and she has this big old guy, but he protects her, and they fall in love. I love the scene with the Bushmaster too. I love goddamn Bush. Is it poisonous? Yeah, but it's mighty tasty. I like that. Michael Douglas has a real swagger in this movie. It's kind of by the numbers, but it's both of the characters' chemistry and the charm that they bring that makes this movie work. Because we've seen the story done many times before and many times after it, but it doesn't have no one ever captured the chemistry these two have together.
I do like his kind of Walmart equivalent of Indiana Jones. I particularly like where she's bitching about going through the jungle, and he gets pissed off, and she's got these super kind of expensive high heel shoes, and he just gets his machete. Italian. Yeah, he fucking tacks off the fucking heels.
Now they're practical. I love what you said. Now they're practical.
It's a funny one, and I like this pair.
And Danny DeVito's good in it too.
Yeah, it's or Julia Denile. This is Romance in the Stone. I like this paired with Julia Denile. I know a lot of people don't like Julia Denile as much, but I think these make a good kind of combo to watch.
They do. And War of the Roses, even though that's not the same characters, War of the Roses is another really great one they're together in as well. And my last one, and this one is probably my most basic bitch one, and I'm sure everybody else has this one, but sometimes the most obvious answer is because it's right. Terminator. I do disagree with you guys because is it a horror? Is it an action? You guys are both wrong. It's a fucking love story. I said it. It's a fucking love story, guys.
It is. And you know what? It was such a good love story. Cameron recycled it and replaced Michael Biehn with Leonardo DiCaprio, Linda Hamilton with Kate Winslet, and a cybernetic organism with a doomed ship. It's the same fucking movie. These two people from two different worlds, they meet. They spend 2 nights together, and their lives are fucking destroyed by technology. The dude dies saving the chick. It's the same fucking movie.
Cameron but Terminator does it better. They have better chemistry than I think the Titanic does.
Sorry, I should have saved that for when I bring it up in my list. But no, they were good. They were good ones. Is there anything else about Terminator that you like appreciate, or is there anything that you think you know?
Everything else that I appreciate other people who are smarter than me have already said. But the one thing that no one really brings up that much is I really love the romantic element. And what I like about it is, and she brings it up, like your dad and I only had like 2 or 3 days together, but we managed to have more than some people have in a lifetime. That's a beautiful I mean, it's a hard thing to live with, but that's a beautiful sentiment if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like they loved each other so much that they only got a couple days, yet they made it work. It's something they'll never forget. And I think that's beautiful, and no one brings that up that much. And I always wonder. There's a great love story here, guys.
There is fun fact, right? Michael Biehn in all Cameron's movies, he gets bitten on the hand. Sarah bites him on the hand when he's Kyle Reese. Newt bites him on the hand when he's Hicks in Aliens, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio bites him on the hand in The Abyss. Also, we have another awesome person that usually tunes into our stream, Dana Earl. She is an absolute legend. So yeah, babe, that's your top 5, correct?
That is. I have a few honorable mentions, but yeah, that's it.
We'll come around to the honorable mentions.
Gotcha.
Trenchy, my man, the legend. What about yourself? What are your top 5 for 84?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Because I have quite a few honorable mentions. If there was a repeat, can I substitute one of my honorable mentions for the repeats? I'll mention what it was, but
no. Go first. Go for it. It's your list. I can't tell you
just
shit.
to keep it varied. But
Okay.
yeah, number 5. Speaking of problematic, but is amazing, is Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Toxic Avenger is great. It's a horror movie, it's a superhero movie, and it's a comedy all at the same time. And I will argue that Toxic Avenger acts more like a superhero than some of the modern day superheroes do. And he's a better Superman at times than Superman in Man of Steel. I said it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
When he's helping old ladies cross the street and opening peanut jars, that's Superman shit. And Man of Steel is dodging gas trucks because he doesn't want to get hit by the gas truck, and he lets a bunch of people explode. No offense, I like that movie.
I love the fact in Man of Steel there's 2 Kryptonians fighting, and he tells people to go inside and lock their doors. Yeah, that's gonna fucking do great. That's gonna work fucking wonders, man. That $3 lock is gonna keep 2 fucking Kryptonians wailing the shit out of each other out of your fucking home.
But no, I really like Toxic Avenger. Like I said, number 4, I have Red Dawn, like we spoke of earlier. I think this is a classic underdog story. Yes, it has the evil Russian trope, but like if you look past that, it's a good little story about brotherhood, and the villain's a bit more complex because he, at the ending, he shows that there's a little bit more to him than that. But I think this movie's great.
It's an allied combination of Cuban and Russian soldiers, and the Russian commander just wants to wipe the brothers out, and the Cuban commander's like, no, fuck that. These guys fucking they're just as courageous as our lads, and he lets them go. If I'm not mistaken, I'm remembering that right, Trench, right? There's 2.
Yeah, he lets him carry, because I think it's Charlie Sheen is shot, and he carries. Ethel would know. I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Ethel, do you remember the end of Red Dawn?
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of. I kind of remember. Or maybe I don't.
It's okay. Don't settle.
I remember everything that happens, other than I don't remember the end. Whoa. I don't remember the ending of Red Dawn. I've seen
It's
that movie
kind
like
of a
8 times.
downer.
How do I not remember? Huh?
It's kind of a downer. I think Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen die in a park bench, embracing each other.
They do.
Oh! Oh, yeah, you're
C.
right.
Thomas Howell gets shot to death by the airplane.
And
Yeah.
Power's boot gets blown up with a grenade, I think.
What about Jennifer Grey? She's okay, isn't she?
Yeah, she was
but
good in the movie.
Yeah, look, Jen, if you've seen Red Dawn, you know Jennifer Grey is a maniac on the floor.
Cute.
They all got frostbite shooting that movie.
Mhm.
Jesus.
They did. Trenchy's right. They did.
That's the movie that teaches you that if you've got a leak in your radiator, you can just pee in it.
Ethel, you're really low.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, let me adjust
Oh,
my
you're
levels.
good.
There you go.
Better? Better now?
Better.
Sorry, I've been having technical difficulties since I joined.
No, you're okay. You're okay. If you need to come out and come back in again, that's cool as well.
It should be fixed. It's stop doing that stuttering thing. Hopefully you guys couldn't hear that when it was doing it.
That's okay.
You're good.
Right. Trench, what other movies have you got?
Oh, yeah. Number 3 is Never Ending Story, because that movie's a classic. I grew up with that movie. It's just, it covers deep themes while having, like, really cool creatures. I wish the goblin was in it more, but I get they had to take him out. But there's a lot of cool stuff in the movie, and I like how it's like a metaphor for like depression and all that stuff.
That goddamn horse, Trenchy. That goddamn horse.
The horse was depressed.
I know. God. That traumatized so many 80s kids. I cannot believe how many we see that, and it's like, oh my God.
I like the movie, but I don't like the false advertising. Okay, because I don't know about you, but 138 minutes is not a never-ending story. Okay, a runtime of at least 6 to 7 hours should be a never-ending story.
You got the sequels and the cartoons.
Yeah.
Number 2 is okay.
Which one is Jack Black in again, Trench? Part 3, right?
Number 3, where they come to our world.
I don't remember the third one. When did that had to be new? Jack Black?
Yeah, he was a kid. He was a teenager in that one.
He was a bully. He was bullying the magical creatures.
Trenchy, did that come before I Know What You Did Last Summer too? Or did it come after?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
I think it's one of his first roles. I don't know if it's his first, but it's very early on.
Gotcha.
I think he was in a gang called the Nasties. Trench should probably know better than me. I'm not sure.
Something like that. I gotta rewatch it again. But yeah, it happened.
It did.
It existed. What is your favorite creature or character out of all the creatures and characters featured in that movie, Trenchy?
Oh, the goblin. The goblin is great. I like goblins, and there was a goblin in it, and he had a bat. And he's not in it long, but it is great.
I love the guy with the racing snail and the rock biter, but what scared the shit out of me, and I thought he kicked ass, I forget, what was the name of the wolf? Just this vicious, evil black wolf. He was.
I forget his name, but I like that character because he's working for his own self-destruction, but he doesn't know why. He just knows he has to do it.
Because he's written that way. Also, Creepy McGee, hello.
Hi, Creepy.
So what else? What other movies you got, Trench?
Ah, well, I have Friday the 13th Part 4 because that is like my favorite Friday the 13th movie. But I want to put in another movie here that I think is good, and I'm trying to pick, but I'll go with a classic that I watch a lot as a kid, Children of the Corn.
Yes, good one.
Yeah,
Yep.
the other Linda Hamilton movie
Oh
that
yeah,
came
you're
out this
right.
year. But But yeah, this movie is just lots of fun. I think you could show it to kids because most of it, yes, there's like murder and stuff, but most of it's just the kids running around yelling Outlander and chasing people with farm tools, which is probably not a thing you want to show kids, but you know, it is what it is.
I watched
Um,
it as a kid, and I turned out fine.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
kind
this
of shit
too.
happens. That kind of shit happens in rural Ireland all the fucking time, man. It's usually called Christmas fucking Eve. Anyway, yeah, no, it's a good one, but I do wish that do they show the creature in Kin's original novel?
They do a better job than the last fucking remake, Marty. Oh my
Okay.
fucking god! Don't get me started on that. Or not a whatever the fuck it was, the last one they made. Oh my fucking god! I hated that movie.
Just feels like a remake because it took them 40 years to make it.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
was
does
a
it
kid.
count? Does it
Not to
count
get
as
off
a
topic.
sequel?
Not to get off topic, but there was a dude that worked at our local Kmart who looked exactly like the one redheaded kid in the movie, and every time I saw him, it took everything in me not to scream Outlander at him.
Ah, I will say Isaac's perfect in this movie. Malachi looks a little dorky, but Isaac is perfect.
Yeah, and he wasn't a kid either. He was because he had something that made him look a lot younger than he actually was.
Yeah,
What age was he, Jen? Do you know, or was he
In
in his
his
20s or older?
20s, I
Okay.
think, early 20s, I think. Trenchy or Ethel might know better, but he was because you think, wow, he's so good for a kid, and that's why he wasn't a kid.
I think it was his 20s. Maybe,
Yeah,
possibly.
early 20s, maybe 19, but early 20s, I think.
yeah, he
Uh,
was great.
He was.
Uh,
um, yeah, it's not the best Stephen King adaptation, but it's still fun, and I can see why
yeah,
people appreciate it. And in comparison to what came after, it's fucking Schindler's List. So yeah,
The Sci-Fi Channel did one that was very close to the actual novella, and nobody liked it.
Oh, I like that one. Besides a couple parts, I like the remake.
I get you. I get you. Not very many people did that. People didn't like the Vietnam and stuff, and that was a lot more in the book than it was than in any of the movies.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Wi-Fi. You gotta grade on a curve.
True.
I mean, they can't even spell their name correctly anymore. I mean, come on.
cause it was funny because me and Nate, I was like defending the remake to Nate, and we were watching the remake, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this isn't that bad." And then that sex scene comes up with that kid in the corner with the corn doll jumping up and down, and I'm like, "Yeah, I forgot about this."
Yeah.
Dana, today's topic is basically for the last couple of weeks we've been doing our favorite movies from 2 years going up along, and we're looking at our top five from 1984 and 1985. Dana was just asking if there was a specific topic or theme.
Ah,
No bother. Anyway, as you were saying, Trench.
oh yeah, well, I just want to put you on the corner in there, but my number one is, and I know this is a basic answer, but it's a childhood classic of mine, and I kind of group a lot of certain movies together, and it's Gremlins, and I know probably everybody's gonna have this, and I'm sorry about that, but it's a classic. It's a great monster movie. is a great Christmas movie. Um, it's really fun, and it's just a really good movie. And Gizmo is awesome, and Stripe is a great villain, and they murder people. It is great. They throw an old lady out a window.
They do.
It's festive.
I consider it a Christmas classic. Yeah, Ethel's dead
Dick
right.
Miller's in it.
Yeah,
It's a Christmas tradition to yeet Mrs. Deagle out of her second-story window.
that movie was going to be a lot more violent. Billy's mum was going to be killed, and her head was going to be thrown down the stairs by the gremlins. The dog was going to be eviscerated and hung on Christmas lights. And there is deleted scenes that shows Billy's boss, the bank manager, has been killed by the gremlins, and Judge Reinholz has locked himself in the safe to protect himself. And I think he starves to death, or the bank blows up, or something like that. So, there was a higher body
They,
count than there was.
yeah,
For
because I
kids,
wish they kept that in. Because the bully just kind of leaves from the movie. And it's like you kind of want him to get it too, but he just kind of disappears.
I'm kind of glad they toned it down and left out the body count for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean,
hot
it's-
take.
Oh, sorry, Jen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, go ahead, Ethel.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say hot take. I'm not the biggest fan of Gremlins. I like it fine, and I like the second one a lot better.
But Jen, it's got that fun story where Phoebe Cates' father has broken his neck and the chimney and stuff. You'd fucking dig that.
I like that. No, I like it. It's just
Of course, that's the one part you like.
I like that part, but I don't know. I just the second one works better for me. I think it works better as we kind of go meta. I like the one part in the second one where Hulk Hogan, who just died this week, tells the gremlins to knock it off. I think it's cute.
It's a massive tonal shift in the film.
It
It
is.
is.
I
They
think
basically.
Bring back
sorry,
tonal
Ethel.
shifts. I just want to say, bring back tonal shifts in family movies. Next Barney movie, have him stop in the middle and be like, "I just want to let you kids know, I've got terminal cancer." It'll be great. Tonal shift, completely catch him off guard.
the essentially for the sequel, Dante was given carte blanche to whatever he wanted, and he says, "Fuck it, I'm making Tex Avery cartoon." And what we got was a Tex Avery cartoon. And there's one really cool detail I didn't realize until Dante brought it up in the DVD and Blu-ray commentary. The reason we get a more kind of elaborate variety of gremlins is because the water that hits the gremlins in part 2 ends up mixing with paint, and the paint, like, because it's been used to create an artistic interpretation, it infects the variations of gremlins you get. So the different paint colors represent the different gremlins, and I thought that was cool. That's why we get different colored gremlins, as opposed to the last movie where the Mogwai were all the same. These are all different because of the paint, and I just thought that was a really cool detail. And it affects their personality as well.
That is cool.
I never picked up on that, actually.
Yeah. Hey, Ethel, Creepy was just asking. He can barely hear you. Have you headphones with a mic, Ethel? You might come through a bit better.
No, I adjusted. Am I coming through any better now? I just adjusted the levels again.
Yeah, a wee bit better, but there's a bit of reverb as well from the rest of us. That's something
hold on. Let me turn noise canceling back on. Hold on. I turned it off because I thought it was screwing my computer up. Hold on. Echo cancellation. All right, how's that? That better?
Much better.
Much better. Much better.
That is great. Yes.
Yeah. No, just we were having trouble hearing you, and I think as well our own voices were drowning you out as well when we were. Well, I probably was because I was talking over you. Apologies for that.
Oh no,
Um,
not at all. Technical glitch.
But yeah, no, look, Gremlins. I look. If you don't like it, I totally understand.
Mhm.
You there's something wrong with you, but I understand. I get it.
If you don't like it, it's fine. You hate Christmas. That's okay.
It's
You
all
kinda-
right, Jen. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have a Scrooge fetish. Maybe that's what this is. Fucking. But no, that's a cool pick. That's a cool pick, Trish.
It is a good pick.
Mhm.
Fickle.
They
And
were all
that's
good.
about it for my main list.
Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. Ethel, the fantastic and ever brilliant Ethel Cross. What are your top 5 for 1984?
All right. I very much tried to not pick the same things as everybody else, but I probably did because there's only so many choices and like there's a lot of good ones. Anyway, in no particular order, but sort of kind of in order, I picked for number 1, it should come as no surprise, Star Trek 3, Search for Spock.
Nice.
It's awesome because it picks up right where the last movie left off. And when I first saw this, that's the first movie I could think of that did that because I saw that before Back to the Future too. So I'm like, that's the first movie that's just straight up picked right up. At least that I had seen. I mean, I'm sure there were others, but
And
anyway.
it was a movie that introduced Christopher Lloyd to sci-fi fans actually before Back to the
Mhm.
Future.
Yeah, and it's one of his most standout roles, at least as far as less comedic things go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest fan of Back to the Future either.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Jen,
okay. What
Jen,
about
are all your duvets damp? Because you misses are a wet fucking blanket, okay?
um, so I did that. No, it's interesting to note that it did $76 million. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I picked that for number 1, and then I had to choose Karate Kid. I was kind of surprised that made it, and it kind of beat out the other 3 I selected. But yeah, it's that's number 2. Good Karate Kid. It's classic. It's another classic.
No, I love the Karate Kid, but it's only an honorable mention for me because part 2 is my favorite. I like part 2 better.
Yeah,
but...
I'm the same actually. That's crazy. I thought I was the only one.
I am also in part 2 is better camp, but
yeah,
I do
part
like
2 is
part
cool.
1.
And Chosen is I like the bad Crease and fucking Zapka as the antagonists, but there's something about Chosen that's like, this guy's fucking a psycho. And I do like they bring him back in the Cobra Kai series as well.
That was a crazy thing. I didn't expect them to do that. Like I'm thinking, they're not gonna. Oh, they are gonna bring him back. Okay, we're doing this. And I'm like, well,
they brought back. Oh, my bad, Ethel.
I'm like, this isn't the most awkward 30-minute program right now. It's like, sorry about that time I tried to murder you in a fight to the death.
We're cool.
Yeah.
We're all cool now.
We still have tension over this girl we both like, even though you're married.
Good point.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, no, wait a minute, don't send him to Okinawa because I wanted him to end up with her, and I was all upset in the 3rd movie when she was gone, and they're just like, oh no, she wants to be a dancer instead. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What was the point of the 2nd movie then? Fought to the death for her. That's fine. Just ditch him for your dance career. It's fine. It's great.
Can we all agree though? The fucking song for the 2nd one is a fucking bop. I am the man who will fight for your honor.
It's still great today. Or what do the kids say? Fire lit off the heels.
Banger, bop,
bang,
whatever those fucking those kids. Goddamn kids.
It's
With
all
their
that
rock music.
and all that in a bag of protein supplement. All right, look, you kids are not cool, and that's not my fault. But yeah, so Karate Kid, threw that in there. That's gonna be number 2. Number 3, controversial because everybody seems to not like this the most out of the 3 films, or the 3 original films. But Temple of Doom, Indiana.
Yes!
Jones.
Honorable
Yeah,
mention.
Temple of Doom's fun.
That's
That's
the
my
best
favorite. Indiana
Yeah,
Jones. Yes, Ethel. Yes.
Best one.
Yeah, I would agree.
No Time for Love, Dr. Jones.
Nah. I don't
I
know
like
why.
They rip out a dude's heart
They do.
and set him on
Karima!
fire.
Karima!
And I
I don't
like,
know why. Oh, sorry, Jen.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I like our love interest too. I like the way she says his
Goddamn
name.
Willie,
He-
Jesus fuck, I
I
forgot about
like
that
her.
screaming
Am I
menace.
the only person that likes her?
Willie, she is supposed to be that way. She is a fish out of water. No, she's supposed
Is
to.
she?
All right, I honestly, I would spaz out in the cave with the bugs and shit too. I would not be fucking that cool under that situation either. So I understand.
I like her.
See,
Willie.
she's okay, but sadly, the Nazi is a better sidekick until they're revealed they're a Nazi in the
Yeah.
third one.
Alison, fucking late 90s Alison Doody was a fox. And I'm not just saying that because she's an Irish chick. She was fucking cracking back then. This lady's fucking gorgeous stuff. Good save.
But there's
Good
short
save.
round to balance her out, so it's not like
Yeah.
she's fine because at
Short-
least short round's there to do like things and stuff.
Short Round is the hero of that fucking movie. He stole the show.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this kid has got better lines than Indy in this film.
I like the fact as well they were clever because when the Indian prince turns evil, you couldn't have a fully grown Harrison Ford wailing the shit out of an Indian child. So that was handy as well that Short Round could fight him instead of Harrison Ford just fucking punching this 10-year-old Indian child.
What a one-sided fight. He's just old talks him, and it's like, up KO. Yeah, I don't know why
You
this movie
belong in
gets
a
so
museum.
why does it get so much hate, do you think?
Because Winnie, nobody likes Winnie except for me. Everybody hates her, and a lot of people don't like Short Round either. I think he's fucking adorable, but yeah,
He's
a lot
great.
of
Short Round is good. I think the issue with Temple of Doom, not to this, it's the same issue with 13 Candles. It's as the generations move on, people consider it more and more problematic, and I can see to a certain extent. But keep in mind, like 13 Candles, it was a different time. It was a simpler time, and this is pulp adventure. This is old school pulp adventure. This is old school stuff that was based on serials that fucking George Lucas and Steven Spielberg watched back in the day. Flash Gordon, Brock Sampson, all those old serials which were made in the 50s, then recreated in the fucking 1980s. So yeah, it's the veneer will definitely have kind of faded, but still it's a cracking fucking movie.
I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant here, but what didn't age well? Like, I'm not sure what didn't age well.
I think, okay, a couple of things. The depiction of certain characteristics and parts of Hinduism and Indian culture, like for example the dinner scene where you have these exotic kind of people from
the
across
snake,
the world.
Marty, the snake.
The snake, the pregnant, but that's not
Chilled
how
monkey
snakes
brains,
reproduce.
and you're like the chilled monkey brains. My favorite scene is my favorite part of that movie is Indiana Jones throws a shish kebab so hard He turns a Japanese gangster into a puppet, into a bad animatronic. I love that fucking scene.
I see. So, like, watching that as a kid, I never really thought of that as, oh, this is the culture of India. I always thought of it as, wow, they're at this really messed up palace, and they're gonna eat some gross stuff. But hey, people eat gross stuff in different parts of the world. I never really thought of it as it's an Indian thing. I didn't think of that.
It's from a different time, and
You've been
I'm
saying that a
not.
lot this episode.
No, I am.
Yeah.
84 and 85. I'll wait till we get to 85. One of my picks. It's
My bad. I just thought of something too. When you were saying like about this being a shifting year, we just brought up two of the films that brought in the PG-13 rating. Temple of
that's
Doom
the
and
point,
Gremlins.
Trench, yeah.
PG-13 did not exist before this year that I know of.
And it was because of Gremlins and Temple of Doom. Jesus Christ, fucking Trench is on the fucking ball here. I should have brought that up as well when we were tackling Gremlins.
That's okay. We got a chance to bring it up again in a minute. So yeah, I did Temple of Doom, and then number 4, Ghostbusters, because it's Ghostbusters. I was never one of those kids that was like mad into Ghostbusters, but I thought the movie was funny, and I liked that it was like all science fiction-y and not super horror-y. Because I mean, it would have been fine if it was more in the horror vein. I'm not downing that, but it was nice to see like a more science fiction slant on a horror kind of topic squeezed into a comedy of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the toys.
Yeah.
Toys were cool.
It would, like Ethel was saying, it was science fiction. It was supposed to be the Aykroyd's original storyline was going to be a lot more fucking science fiction. He was going to be set in the future. There was going to be access points to different dimensions and alternate universes, and that's how the ghosts came in. We were supposed to have Eddie Murphy and Jim Belushi in the cast.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Ethel.
I was just surprised. I'm excited. I want to see this movie now. Of course, it doesn't exist, but
sadly, Jim Belushi had passed away, but they kind of got him to live on because they based the design of Slimer, who wasn't called Slimer, he was called Onion Head Ghost, on Jim Belushi.
They should have just called him Jim.
Jim. That would have been
Bruce in Jaws. They should just call him Jim.
What's your favorite ghost in that, Ethel, or what's your favorite scene?
I like the librarian because that legit scared me as a kid because I didn't expect it. I'm like, oh, that's a cool ghost. That looks pretty dope. And then like it did the whole thing, and I'm like,
that scared the shit out of me as a kid as well.
Didn't make me cover my eyes, but it made me jump. I'm like, oh my gosh, didn't expect that.
I like the fellatio scene.
Yeah, I think I made a joke about that in my my real Ghostbusters thing. It's like, hey kids, hey, real Ghostbusters toys. We got the fellatio ghost. She can blow away anytime you want.
So I remember when that kicked in. I remember because I remember the point in time I didn't understand that scene, and then I remember the point in time where I'd forgotten about it, and I was watching it, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I get it now. I'm like, wow, that's an odd thing to put in your PG movie.
I liked it.
It's funny though. It is a funny scene.
The comedy in that was a fucking one. Not just down to Ivan Reitman and Dan Aykroyd's writing, the actors as well. Harold Ramis was fucking brilliant. But let's be honest, the fucking standout is Bill Murray. That scene where Stave Puff is coming. It's okay, guys. He's a sailor. It's his first day in town. All we got to do is get him laid. We'll be fine.
It's okay. He's a sailor. He's in New York. We get this guy laid. We're all set.
Ethel paraphrased it much better than me. But yeah, he's just funny. Or the scene where the first job they go on is this fancy hotel, and they're turning on the back. Basically, Ray has just got a spiel about how they have a thermonuclear device strapped to their back. And he goes, "Okay, turn me on, Peter." And the two of them are just moving to the corner of this tiny fucking elevator, and it's like, yeah. Sorry, Ethel.
No, that's a great scene because it's one of those jokes where you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do any. If they'd made that joke now, they'd totally ruin it. They totally ruin it. If they made that joke now, they would back off quietly. Then one of them would be like adjusting his crotch and be like, "Oh my god, I want to have kids," or it'd be something stupid.
Yeah, but that was
But
what? Any other favorite scenes or moments, Ethel? Or things that
I like the scene where they light up the housekeeper in the hotel.
Yeah.
She's just calmly pushing her cart, and they like, they turn and they blast her and everything, and she's just like, "What the hell are you doing?"
It's a great movie, Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters. I like the first and second Ghost, but a lot of people shit in the second one, but I like the second one as well.
It did phenomenally well. Did 229 million.
They're fun movies. They're fun movies, and I know they tried recapturing the magic with the last two that came out, but yeah, some things are better left dead.
What about the other one, Marty?
The 2016 one?
Yeah, I love how your face gets all angry.
Do you think it would have made the movie any worse if instead of the uniforms they came up with, they just put them in hefty bags?
I have no issue.
Honestly, I think the movie would be just as shit if they were wearing hefty bags instead of that bullshit uniform with the fucking high-vis reflectors all over it like they're a goddamn crossing guard. What the hell is that? Who thought that was cool? Sorry.
No, you're okay. I have no issue with the Ghostbusters being female, but bar Kate McKinnon, none of them were fucking funny. None of them were fucking funny.
And the ghosts weren't interesting. Sadly, the Kate McKinnon carries that film on her back. She's not interesting enough to save it, but she is a good bit part. In a better movie, she would have been a good small player in a movie full of other interesting characters, and she would have been the best character in the movie. She should, you know what I mean? But sadly, she has to carry the movie over all these people. And Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig are just ad-libbing all the time, and it's not funny. And they're taking, like, in the first Ghostbusters where they're trying out the proton packs, they're kind of scared because they think they might die, but there's like a comedic to it because they're in the elevator and stuff like that. And this one, they're like, "Oh my God," and it's big, and they're like blowing shit up, and it's but it's like, no, it should be scary the first time you're using the proton pack. That's a nuclear weapon strapped to your back.
An unlicensed nuclear accelerator.
It's also one other thing. In an effort they wanted to do, and again, I'm not going to be talking about what works as PC or woke or something like that. I think if you can have a message or be progressive, that's great. But make sure it fucking works. So this movie, trying to be progressive, they make a female cast, and again, no problem with the female cast. But the one African American character, they don't make a scientist again. They make a fucking blue collar worker. It's like, okay, you had the chance to rectify something from the prior movie, or try and make a statement from the prior movie. You could have had Jones. What's her name? Christ. Trench, do you know the actress's name? Leslie Jones.
I think it's like
Leslie Jones. It's like, again, you decide to make the other African American character in this series a blue collar worker as well. It's like, well, why couldn't you have an African American person working in university? Why couldn't you have fucking Kate McKinnon or fucking Melissa McCarthy working in the fucking subway? It's just
Yeah. They could
you
have made
go all in.
they
Like,
could have made Melissa McCarthy a dumb hot dog stand employee. It would have
Yeah.
fit much better.
It would have worked with her character more because she doesn't feel. None of these people feel like scientists. Like in the first one, at least Dan Aykroyd, besides Kate McKinnon, she's the only one that feels like a scientist. The other
Yeah.
ones are just kind of there. At least Bill Murray, you could tell he was like faking his way through it, so he kind of worked. But Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis actually felt like scientists. My bad, Ethel.
Like the original Ghostbusters, you felt like they could be smart. Even Bill Murray, you felt like he could be smart once in a while. In the new Ghostbusters, like, sure, they might try to say some techno-y babble things once in a while, but like, I never once buy any of them as smart. They're all like the fucking stupidest people I've ever seen. It's like, I don't know.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Women.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Ethel's dead right. It's just it's not
I'm
fucking funny.
You want to make a Ghostbuster movie where they're all women? I'm all for it. Go for it. Make them different characters, but sure, go for that. That's fine. But if you're going to write them like a bunch of morons and there aren't going to be any jokes in your comedy movie, then I don't know. What do you want?
It's
Also,
like you go to a bakery, you order an apple pie, and then 10 minutes later you have to come back and go, yo, cocksucker, there's no fucking apples in my apple pie. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't get it. Why is there lasagna in my apple pie?
What have you done?
Why is this
fucking monster?
Like, there was probably a good movie in there somewhere, but they got everything wrong. Even the Janine stand-in, which Janine was good in the first few films, they're like, we're just gonna make him hot and dumb, and they're just gonna lust after him and make fun of him, and that's the whole thing. And it's like, it's just kind of, it doesn't really work. And he's not even a good one of those. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and it's also, that's one of the least realistic things in the film. So you're going to have a company startup run all by women, and they're going to hire a male secretary, and then they're going to really they're going to lust after him? Really? That I'll take things that never happen in real life for 400, Alex.
But yeah, the original, you can't go wrong with the original fucking Ghostbusters.
Sorry, I buried it a little bit.
No,
you're okay.
I got the shovel out. I'm sorry. Yeah. So then I chose Gremlins after that.
Great movie.
I don't care for it.
I love it.
Jen, when you go to bed at night, try not to get pneumonia from all the fucking wet blankets you're under, okay? Okay? Okay?
Like the
I love you.
I think the second one works better.
Also, I want to say the movie had a complete tonal shift again later on at the climax when Stripe had a gun.
Yeah.
Like, that was a different ball game altogether. It's like, okay, now this is a lot more serious.
Yeah, it does have a problem with tone. That movie does.
In comparison to fucking... I love the new batch, but that thing is all over the place. Again, like a Tex Avery cartoon.
It works. Fuck you. It works.
Well, New Batch was more of a strict comedy, whereas the first one was trying to be like a holiday film and a horror movie and kind of like a dark comedy of sorts.
Oh, coming of age. He had to learn the lesson of don't abuse your pets.
That's true.
Yeah. Responsibility. It was a responsibility parable.
So Ghoulies is fine, but fuck Gremlins. Is that it, Jen?
I didn't say fuck Gremlins. I was just being honest. I'm just being honest, God damn it.
The Ghoulies had an amusement park.
It did, and they went to college.
And they went to
That's
college.
the best one where they go to college.
I've heard a few people who have that opinion, Trench. You're not alone in that opinion.
I love the fact. I love the fact that for the poster they put the ghoulies in the toilet, but they weren't going to be in the toilet in the movie, and then people got so excited about the fucking poster. They're like, oh shit, we actually have to put these fucking tins in the toilet now. So they went back and shot a scene just the ghoulies in the toilet because of the poster.
I was one of those people that was excited to see them in the toilet. I'm not gonna lie.
I was too.
I'm like, oh, it's funny. That's something they would totally do.
Mm-hmm. Continuity is important, Marty.
Oh yeah, you're fucking telling me about continuity, Mitchell. Fuck you. Oh, the absolute cheek on this one. You're lucky you're cute, and you're lucky you're gorgeous, and you're lucky you're brilliant. Because you're a cheeky bitch sometimes. Sorry, Ethel, we're having a domestic. Anyway, proceed.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, for all those reasons mentioned about Gremlins and more, it has made the list. Make it
Very
into the
cool.
5.
Cool. So that's your top 5 for 84, right?
That's my top 5 for 1984. I have honorable mentions, but I'm sure we're saving them for lastish.
Yep. So
Good list.
my top 5 for 1984 in kind of a particular order. First off, we got a weird one. We got a Bruno and Mattei movie. I love this. It's a piece of shit. I still love it. It's a problematic piece of shit. I still love it. Rats, Night of Terror. You have a post-apocalyptic band of mercenaries led by a lad who looks exactly like fucking Andy Gibb from the Bee Gees. These people decide to shelter inside an old hotel, and they are set upon by mutant rats. Highlights include lady who has a rat crawling up her vagina, and a character called Chocolate who, when they find a bunch of food, the actress is Greta. If you're a horror fan or Italian horror fan, you know who this is. She was in Demons as well.
Yep.
She gets a bag of flour, throws it on her face, and goes, "Look, I'm one of you now." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" But my favorite highlight of this movie is one of the guys is talking about getting a computer started, and she's like, "You get that computer started, and I'll make you pregnant." Greta is the gift that keeps on fucking giving in this movie. Have any of you guys seen this one?
I have, because you told me about it.
Yeah,
That's rats.
No.
They end up in the giant rats end up in a swimming pool at one point, right?
No. This one's a post-apocalyptic one. It is. I think maybe the Mattei might have read a chapter or two of James Herbert's books, but this one, it says in the future, the far future of, I think 2007 or maybe 1997. It's one or the other. But the movie ends, Ethel, with the last 2 survivors being saved by people in hazmat suits. And when they take off their gas masks, they're giant rat people.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
I have not seen that one. I'm thinking of a different movie with giant rats, but not Food of the Gods.
No. You're probably thinking about Rats, aka Night Eyes, which is a loose but closer than this adaptation of James Herbert's novels.
Yeah. Okay, good. So it was called Rats.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a tin for rat movies as well. Trench, have you seen this one?
No, but it's on the list. There's rat people in it.
You got to check it out. There's another funny scene where the mercenaries arrive in town, right? And they're all on bikes bar a lorry. And then when the lorry pulls up, they load down a ramp, and Andy Gibb comes out on his own motorbike that's been parked on the back of the lorry. And it's like, wait, what was the purpose of that? He rolls off the back of the truck, does a wheelie, and then looks around and gets off the bike. And I'm like, this is fucking brilliant. This is cinematic fucking genius. So yeah, I love that movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a Bruno Mattei classic.
Rats
And
in a vagina.
yeah, the girl's in a sleeping bag and a rat goes, right up there.
Sounds like a metal song. Rats in a vagina. That's Pussy Riot with their new hit, Rats in a Vagina.
I mean, Marty, if you somehow if you got like a witch pissed off at you and they turned you into a rat, I'd let you stay in my vagina. I'm just saying.
You're just doing it warm. It's like crawling in a tauntaun, only without lightsabery.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna other Han Solo's fucking line of "It smells better on the outside." She'd fucking kill me.
Oh no, I didn't even think of that. Retract.
Yeah, that's what I'd have to do, Jeff. That's what I have to do. Retract, all right. Next, my number 4 pick is Gremlins. I think we've said all we can say about Gremlins.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, he said enough. My number 3 is a fucking absolute stomper. I love this movie. If you are a fan of cult cinema and you love your fucking weird, fucking bizarre kind of low budget to high budget to fucking trippy ass sci-fi, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, Peter Weller leading the cast. You have so many good actors, so many good lines. I remember when I watched this when I was 8, and honest to God, I think I had a kind of introspective kind of reflection upon myself. There's one scene, right, where one character, she's trying to avoid fucking her boyfriend, and there's a whole fucking problem with stuff. And she's in a bar, and Buckaroo Banzai and his band are playing, and Peter Weller's like, and one more thing, no matter where you go, there you are. And it's like, oh my God, that's like my fucking mind was blown. It's like fucking Shang-Chi fucking philosophy right there. And you've John Lithgow, and you've fucking mutants, and that's the soundtrack, dude. The soundtrack, the last song shouldn't work, but it does. It's the end of that. It's like something that would have been on the Electric Company or Nick at Night. They're all walking around in unison, and they meet up like a bunch of pals at the fucking bop of fucking song. If you haven't seen Buckaroo Banzai and the Eighth Dimension, break into your fucking local electronic boutique, steal the copy, kill someone to get a copy, fucking murder someone, hold Peter Weller at gunpoint and make him reenact the thing. You have to watch Buckaroo Banzai, Adventures Across the Eighth Dimension. Ethel, what's your thoughts on this fantastic flick?
I am probably the only person that doesn't like this movie. Yeah, I attempted to watch and enjoy this film on several occasions, and each time I was like, look, it's sometimes bad films happen to good actors, and it's okay. We can get through these things.
Are you calling this a bad movie?
It's some movies are bad movies, but that's okay. Manos Hand of Fate is a bad movie.
You're comparing Buckaroo Banzai, Adventures Across the Eighth Dimension to Manos Hand of Fate.
The master wouldn't approve.
Okay. No, I get it. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
I like Manos.
We're not talking about Manos, man. We're talking about Buckaroo Banzai, okay?
Yeah, I like that one too. I think I might like that one a little better.
Eh, only a little bit better though, right?
Well, Manos has Torgo and Buckaroo Banzai has one of my favorite movie lines of all time. Why is there a watermelon there? And then it's never brought up again.
Yeah, it's look. I'm telling you, it's.
It
I
can
don't
be
know it.
streamed for free on Tubi. I also think it's on Amazon Prime for free as well. And I'm not sure about Pluto, though. I don't think Pluto has it.
Okay.
I know where you can find it, at least.
Okay, fine. We won't fall out over a movie, even though it's brilliant. No, but no. Look, I get it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's a bit off the wall. It's a bit zany, and I think it's great. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a movie that could only have been made in the 80s. You could not make
Ah,
that, and it's just Peter Weller kicks arse, the cast kicks arse, and it's just fucking mental. It's a mental movie. It's like, you ever think your life is fucking insane? Watch Buckaroo Banzai: Adventures Across the Eighth Dimension. It's like Evil Dead. If you're having a bad day, watch Evil Dead 2. If you're having a chaotic, Jesus Christ, my life is a total fucking shit heap, watch Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
ah. Jeff
Yeah,
Goldblum's dressed like a cowboy for most
cowboy.
of the
Yeah,
movie for no
exactly.
reason.
Yeah, just cause. But yeah, no. Look, I get it. Ethel, I'm only kidding. If you don't like it, it's grand. I do disagree with you that you think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. But again, that's just my own taste.
But it's okay. It's okay that it's a bad movie.
Don't push it, Ethel. Don't push it.
It does a good job in doing that. Like, I'm just, now I'm burying myself. I'm just, shut up.
Don and
Is this
Henry
how this
agree
is
with you.
gonna end? Are we gonna end over Buckaroo Banzai right now?
Jesus
all
That
Christ.
would be really depressing.
Of all films, that's the one.
That's the one.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Okay. My number 2 is the original 1984 Terminator. As my gorgeous and brilliant girlfriend said, it's not just an action movie. It's not just a science fiction movie. It's not a techno slasher. At its core, it's a love story. It's a love story at its core. Two people from two different worlds. They find each other, and yeah, it's a good thing Cameron never used this premise, idea, or kind of parallels again in any movies in the future. Thank God for that. Thank God. Again, we got the governor of California. We got Stan Winston's fantastic studio productions. We got so many great fucking moments. Some of the effects don't hold up 100%. I will say that the scene where he's kind of fixing his eye in his arm, it's good, but you can definitely tell it's a prosthetic. But it's definitely a fucking solid sci-fi movie. And between the scenes with Future War and the scenes with the Terminator himself pursuing Sarah and Kyle, the fact remains that, as Jen pointed out so elegantly, there is a fantastic love story, and that doesn't get bogged down or drowned out by all the fucking sci-fi and carnage going on. And it's great. Ethel, what's your thoughts on the classic 1984 Terminator?
Fabulous movie. Absolutely love it. I do like the second one better, but that's just because they made Sarah Connor a boss. Like,
she does go through an arc. I do like how the two movies really connect, and they make her with an arc, because she's a very different character in the first one.
Yeah, we see her as a regular, kind-hearted waitress, and the second one, she's a badass in a mental institution. It's kind of a big turn.
it's a cool turn. Again, there's very few movies that give a decent kind of character arc to a heroine. And again, like Sigourney Weaver in Alien, it's showing the rise of a woman with agency. One thing I will say is, and again, parallels because they're both Cameron movies. I don't think Ripley and Sarah are at their kind of female badass action hero, badass bitch phase in these first two movies. They're getting there. I don't. I think it's only till the subsequent sequels we get this kind of real kind of. Those characters have agency, but we don't get the kind of Gaia protective badass mother characters until the second movie subsequently. So yeah, it's interesting. Again, that lends to the arc.
And it's kind of cool that they had to get guerrilla filmmaking with it at the very end of the shoot to get the last scene where the Terminator gets crushed in the hydraulic press. They actually used a little red LED light, some tin foil, and a cigarette from James Cameron himself for that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's again, it's interesting as well. Ethel, although considering what actually transpired, well, Ethel, what do you think if O.J. Simpson had been determined the fictional Terminator?
Definitely a lot more scary. He's not even using guns. He's just coming at you with a knife and some isotoners.
Oh fuck!
And you know he's not going to drop that knife. He grips them footballs really tightly. So, you know.
Might drop a glove, but not a knife.
hey, look at it this way. If they don't face, you have to quit. That's
how
all I'm gonna fucking say.
hard do you have to stab someone that the glove flies right off of your hand?
Yeah. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Trenchy. So this doesn't devolve into a very morbid conversation. What's your thoughts on? Hey, Wobby's in the chat. What's your thoughts on the original Terminator?
Oh, it's awesome. It is a fantastic movie. I might like two more because there's a certain arc in part two I really love. But part one, it's fantastic. I've rewatched it a few times. It still holds up. It's got so many different elements to it, so many great scenes, and it is genuinely creepy. It's genuinely creepy. It's got great music. It's just a great movie.
It is.
It's good. Brad Vidal's music is fucking kick arse as well in that. So yeah, Terminator, it's a class. I think everyone and their fucking grandmother has seen Terminator. And my number one for 1984, again, this is probably gonna fucking make me out to be some kind of fucking movie snob or cinephile snob. Sergio Leone's last movie, Once Upon a Time in America. Great gangster movie. James Woods, Robert De Niro, William Forsythe, Treat Williams, Danny Aiello, Joe Pesci. A great cast, amazing soundtrack. Again, it's a Leone movie, and it is the dissipation. Like in his prior movies, he showed the dissipation of the Old West. This is the dissipation of the kind of prohibition gangster era and how gangsters were, the quote unquote honorable gangsters were replaced by politicians. And you have this young Jewish gangster, Noodles, played by Robert De Niro, growing up with his pals. And they go from young hoods to a fairly lethal and intimidating gang in New York. And it's just, it's a hard watch as well, because it's one of those movies. Leone came from Italy, came from the spaghetti westerns, and before he done the movies with Clint, he done movies in Italy, and their kind of approach to violence and approach to violent acts, be it sexual assault or be it kind of other things, he he did not hold back, and he injected that feeling into his revisionist westerns, and he injected it into this. And I'm going to warn you, this will not be a movie for everyone. This will not be something that is going to be palatable for everyone, because our hero on 2 occasions commits sexual assault on 2 different characters. Robert De Niro's character of Noodles, and the first one is Jen, would you say it's the first incident where it's the bank clerk? He kind of insinuates that she's into it,
Yeah.
and it's played for a kind of I don't know.
No means yes kind of thing.
Yeah. Obviously, that doesn't fly today, but do you think it works in the context of the character? Does it help the character, or does it hinder the character?
It makes the character very complicated. And again, like we've said with a lot of these movies, different time, folks. It's not right. Even back then, it wasn't right, but different set of things. The second one's a little bit more of a harder case to argue with, but the this one, you could look at it as maybe no means yes. I'm not saying that's how I took it. I'm just saying it's complicated, guys. It's fucking complicated.
They do kind of try and turn it into an instance of eroticism.
Yeah,
or
they do.
Yeah.
And again, that we're going into everyone's own personal thing and own personal taste. And it was ballsy of the movie. I'll give it this. The movie's very ballsy and it's uncomfortable. But again, I always preach that those are the movies I want to see. I don't want to be coddled or give easy answers. I like that the movie challenged me and makes me feel uncomfortable. That's when I think you're really doing good filmmaking, is when you're feeling uncomfortable. Not everything should be so easy.
And again, he's like with... in comparison, though, Noodles is far more aggressive and far less palatable than, say, the Man with No Name. The Man with No Name, Clint Eastwood's character, be it Manco, be it Blondie, whatever, he's an anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to push Noodles as an anti-hero, but between the actions he has on women and the incredibly violent actions on rival gangsters and gangs, he is not a character that is meant to be liked. It's more a question of, well, this is the circumstances he's in and we're stuck with him, so deal with it. Ethel, have you seen this one?
No, I haven't.
You'd like it.
It's a good one. It's a hard watch, though, and it's one of Sergio Leone, the fucking maestro's last movies. And if you are a cinema fan, you have to check. It's a long fucking watch. I ended up getting the extended cut, and that's even longer. Sorry, Jen, did you want to say something?
I was just going to say, it was controversial even when it came out. I know that there was a set of people that loved it and hailed it, but there was just as many who was like, this is an absolute, mess. I remember when it came out, like, it was very divisive among film fans, and it's not talked about the way some other films of his are. It's kind of, even for a Robert De Niro movie, it's one that doesn't get thrown out that much.
I think for both De Niro and Leone, it is definitely for Leone, even his most violent spaghetti westerns, there's a level of levity.
Yeah.
There's a level of fun. The characters, Leone's westerns, when he was making them in America with like Eastwood, Eli Wallach, Lee Van Cleef, Jason Robards, their characters were larger than life. They were comic book characters. So there was a bit of suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
That these guys were cool guys. They were quick draws. They were clever. They were comic book characters. Where this, hell of a lot more mean-spirited and a hell of a lot more down and dour, particularly the ending.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like
can
it.
understand. Yeah, it's a great. Trenchy, have you seen this one?
No, but Matt keeps telling me to see it because I told him I like A Bronx Tale, and he's like, well, this one's better, and you'll like this one, and I think it's better, and he keeps yelling at me to watch it. But I'll give it a chance.
We'll do it for Jen's mob season. I'll come on some night and we'll do it for mob season. Sorry, Ethel, I cut across you.
Oh no, I was just laughing because, yeah, Trench has a long list of films.
But yeah, no, for me,
Wow.
my number one has to be Once Upon a Time in America. If you haven't seen this and you're a fan of gangster movies, you have to see it. But be warned, this is a movie that does not quietly go into the night of someone's mind.
No, it doesn't pull any punches.
No, it doesn't. So definitely check it out.
I'll give it a shot.
It's worth checking. Ethel, check it out as well. Ethel, favorite kind of what's your runners up, your honorable mentions for 84?
All right, so I got a lot of runners up, so I'll try not to be super long-winded, but I'll just sort of list them real quick. I got a Police Academy because it's hilarious. Got to have Beverly Hills Cop on there,
Good one.
as well as Footloose. Got Footloose on there, and Romancing the Stone. Jen, I was happy you picked that because that made my honorable mentions.
It's a good one.
And I also have Children of the Corn, but for some reason, when I was typing it up, I misspelled it. So it's got the rare Spanish pronunciation with a J.
Ah,
nice. So, a little south of the border there. Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Also had to put 16 Candles in there.
Yay.
Yeah. And Bachelor Party. Because that's
Good
also hilarious. A lot of people slept on Bachelor Party. No one seems to remember this film when I mention it, but good film.
Mm-hmm.
Last Starfighter.
Love that one. That one's fun. That's a cool one. And the visual effects. Fuck.
Yeah,
and Journey.
They still, Journey plus awesome visual effects still hold up. Still looks good. Not an easy feat for 84 with a lot of films. Trench, you're going to appreciate this one. Muppets Take Manhattan.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. Great movie. I've watched that movie so many times. That's like up there. That's got to be over 100 views. Never Ending Story also on here. Another one that I've seen a lot. Revenge of the Nerds.
Nice.
Yeah, that's on mine too. On my. Yeah.
And just for lulz, Purple Rain, because got to have Purple Rain on there. Cleanse yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. And I got Red Dawn on there because Red Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Avenge me. We got Sheena, Chud. Not a fan.
I like Chud.
Chud is great.
Brilliant. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. That is the perfect anachronism. Or what's the term when you use letters? It's fucking awesome. That's what it is. Acronym. And you got the best two cast members from Home Alone in that fucking movie. But then again, she doesn't.
Yeah,
like
besides Joe Pesci.
And accurate depiction of what it's like in New York in the 1980s.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers?
Yes, exactly. They're coming up and eating you. Happens. It's a big thing.
I wish Marty would come up and eat me.
I fucking knew that was in the fucking pipeline. Jesus Christ.
Also had to put it in here because, it's funny. And we actually watched it at one point some years ago. Brother from Another Planet.
That one's good.
Yeah.
Great watch. The Terminator, obviously, because, it didn't make the top 5, but I do like that. So it's got to go in here. I put a special. I put a clip show of all things. I put Terror in the Isles in here.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Cool. That's cool.
It's a good.
That's on YouTube. I love the fact it's on YouTube.
Yeah, and you got Donald Pleasance hosting it, and it's got some of the best clips. It's like, God,
Yeah.
what's not to like? You can pop that in pretty much anytime and enjoy it.
Isn't Nancy Allen from RoboCop and Carrie in that as well?
Mhm.
Isn't she
Yeah.
one of the yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. So put that in there. Put Nightmare on Elm Street on there because you got to do that. Another comedy. Oh God, You Devil. Do you guys remember this? George Burns.
George Burns. Yeah, George Burns.
Yeah, George Burns and George Burns starring Oh God, You Devil. It's a great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
They used to play this all the time on like Sundays when like there'd be a baseball game rained out or something, or some other sports ball event, sporting thing. They put that on there, or an episode of Columbo. So like you win. They got Supergirl on there, and I'm almost at the end of the list. Sorry.
Take your time.
Dune and Starman. And
Starman's good.
yeah, Starman. And the final one I put on here, which is no surprise, The Return of Godzilla, aka Godzilla 1984/1985.
Who's he? Who does he fight someone in that, or is that the one where he comes back as possessed by the ghosts of people killed by the Japanese soldiers?
No, he comes out of a mountain and attacks a fishing boat, and then there's like a giant radioactive sea louse
Okay.
that tries to kill a man, and like this is the one where it's got Raymond Burr because it was the anniversary.
Oh yeah. And for some reason, Coke or Pepsi keeps on turning up in the fucking thing as well.
Yeah. Of course, that's only in 1985, not in The Return of Godzilla, which is the one I'm
Okay.
talking. So this does not have Raymond Burr. That's next year in 1985.
Gotcha.
But it's a great movie. Either version you watch is awesome. There are important yet non-important differences between the two. Godzilla. Got it.
Very good.
That's
Good
my
movie.
list. That's 1984.
Awesome honorable mentions. Trench, what about you, good sir?
So I might not say all the honorable mentions, but some of them, Buckaroo Banzai on there for sure. Dungeon Master is an awesome movie. John showed me that. It's really good. Supergirl, Dreamscape. That was a fun movie. The guy enters in people's dreams, and the bad guy from the Warriors, and that was pretty good. Company of Wolves. That's a really good werewolf movie. Savage Streets is really good. Blood Simple. I watched that for the first time this year. That was pretty good. And Nightmare on Elm Street and Temple of Doom and stuff like that. But I guess the last one I'll go with is Night of the Comet, because that's a really fun movie.
That's a great
John
one.
showed me that one.
That's on my list as well. My gorgeous girlfriend, what is on your honorable mentions list?
I'm surprised you didn't have Supergirl on yours because you had such a hard on when I was doing the Michael Madison tribute thing. But we didn't have Supergirl.
No, I'm just saying you're going to do a Helen Slater movie and not mention she was fucking Supergirl.
But Betrayal of a Dove was also a Helen Slater movie.
Yeah, but fucking, I never heard the Trail of a Dove, but I certainly heard the fucking Supergirl.
I didn't.
Well, you don't like anything that's fun, so I said,
So this show has definitely proved that. Okay, Ethel and Trenchy's pretty much covered. There's only one movie that someone hasn't mentioned. Well, some of my honorable mentions was A Company of Wolves because I'm a fucking Neil Jordan whore. The Karate Kid, but it didn't make my list proper because Karate Kid 2 exists. Temple of Doom, but one that because of your canon stream, Marty, I have discovered I am a big Charles Bronson fan, and a movie that I actually really enjoyed was called The Evil That Men Do. It's a very exploitative.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good movie, and I've really discovered, like, it's not my favorite Charles Bronson movie, but I definitely would put it in my top 5, maybe. And it's just, it's much like the title says. A friend of his gets brutally murdered, and he has to
Mhm.
it's pretty much fucking Death Wish, just a change details
It's
around. I mean,
it's
all of his
it's
are kind of like that.
it's Death Wish International, where he goes after an Argentinian war criminal and torturer.
It's really
It's
good, though.
fun.
It
It's
is.
fun.
I've
I
discovered
thought
I
it was
love it.
decent.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty freaking good. You guys mentioned all the other ones that are on mine, so I won't take up any more time. I'm surprised you didn't have Supergirl.
No, no. I just, it's an all right movie. It's okay.
It's all right. I'm gonna say this, and it's on my honorable mentions, and I like it. But Supergirl is a bad movie, but I like it.
God.
I would say it's bad. It's not great now. Certainly not. It's look, Ethel, Supergirl or Superman Quest for Peace.
Supergirl.
Yeah, see. It could
Oh,
be
you
worse.
leave Nuclear Man alone.
But I like Nuclear Man a lot, though. So like I like that movie too. I mean, it's
Is
pretty
it that he
Yeah.
good.
looks like Fabio?
Yeah,
He's great.
he doesn't look like Fabio. Fabio had a much bigger chin.
Okay. Didn't he get hit in the face with a crow or or something on a roller coaster? It just fucking crashed into his face. I'm fucking it's fucking nearly 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm fucking delirious. So my honorable mentions are Night of the Comet and Star Trek 3 Search for Spock. Cool movie. You have Christopher Lloyd, who I think was the template for Klingons that came after in all the subsequent movies and TNG and stuff for a while. I think he was the basis for the honorable and deadly Klingon, and he was pretty cool. And you got to see him fucking fight a giant fucking tapeworm as well as it's trying to strangle him. And he's got a dog. He's a dog owner. How could you not like a dog owner as
Yeah.
well? The dude had a dog. I mean, seriously.
And-
So what? He killed Kirk's son. Fucking he wasn't going to. He was going to kill fucking Valeris or what was the name of the fucking Ethel? What was the name of that other Vulcan that wasn't Kirstie Alley but was Kirstie Alley?
Savick.
Yeah, and then they were going to use her in Undiscovered Country, but then they thought that was kind of a bad thing to do to the character. But they still cast Kim Cattrall as that character. Yeah, I'm going off on a tangent. Search for Spock. Everyone says every odd Trek movie is bad. This is proof that it isn't. Check out Search for Spock. It's a kick-ass
And
movie.
How great is that fight with him and Kirk? I have had enough of
No. The planet's falling apart. I know. Exhilarating, isn't it? It's like shit.
It's like,
But,
that's how you know you are screwed. The guy you're fighting is like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just happy. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, we're gonna both die.
It's a great movie. Ethel said all that can be said about it, though. It's an awesome flick. So yeah, guys, we shall move on to 85. So, Jen, your top 5 for 85.
Okay, and this is in no particular order. But the first one that I want to talk about, and I think it's probably the most important, well, at least war movies that's ever been made, and that is Come See. You want to talk about a brutal fucking movie. And what I like about this movie is because America has always produced movies or at least for a long time, we had a bad habit of really romanticizing war, going off to war, and saying, even if you die, it's for a noble and just cause. John Wayne did a lot of movies. If he wasn't making a western, he made another career of just war movies, propaganda, you could call it. And this is like the first movie where you've seen it, where it really shows you want to see what war's really like, kids. And we're using a young boy who's very idealistic and thinks, all these thoughts that we all have. And then literally he comes and sees, and it's horrific. And you just feel so hollowed out. It feels like by the time you're done watching it, it feels like your insides have been scooped out. And it's brilliant.
It's both a visual and auditory rape of the senses. That's the only
that's
way
a better
I can
way to put it,
describe
Marty.
That's the only way to describe it.
It's a brutal film. And I'd also like to add, hey, Trenchy.
Yeah.
Villagers react to Come and See.
Oh my God. That channel, why are they doing that? That old man's gonna have more flashbacks.
That would be terrible. They should do that. If people who are confused, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll search and you'll find out.
There's a lot of exploitative things happening, and they keep giving that old man flashbacks, and it's scary. It's really sad, but it's also entertaining.
I've never seen an old man traumatized by a film so badly, and I've never laughed so hardly at it and felt so terrible about doing so.
You heard it here, folks.
Iron Man,
Trenchy and Ethel love watching some poor bastard get PTSD.
Watching Iron Man.
For watching it, I'm at least 10% less bad than the people who actually are exploiting him.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
All right, moving on.
To lighten up the mood a little bit, I'm going to talk about probably one of the best comedies of this year, and that would be The Immortal Clue. Who would have thought a movie based on a fucking board game would be so fucking funny? I absolutely adore Clue, and you have such a great ensemble cast. You have Tim Curry, you have Leslie Ann Warren, you have Madeline Kahn as the tragic and pale Mrs. White. Husbands should be like Kleenex, soft, strong, and disposable. There's just so many great lines. Why put him in? Because I like to keep the kitchen tidy. And Tim Curry steals the show, but everybody in this movie, whether they have a bit part or a larger role, it's just hysterical. And I love how, okay, this is how it could have happened, but how about this? I love the ending as well.
It's a fun movie. I got to watch it. I think I watched it with Trenchy, yourself, and Brittany done a watch along of it, right?
I think so. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
we did a stream on it. We did something about it.
Yeah, Brittany fucking loves this movie.
It's a good movie. It's a fun one. Going from a fun one to kind of, you could argue that my next pick is I think this movie came out before Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, but you're gonna notice some big similarities between Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer and Confessions of a Serial Killer. I don't think it's a blatant ripoff, and it's one that a lot of people have never checked out. Now you will see the goddamn cover does not have anything to. It's one of those movies that have absolutely nothing to do with the actual movie, but the movie itself is very good, and it is doing a lot of beats, and it is also doing the same that they took off from Henry Portrait of Henry Lee Lucas. It's kind of telling their version of the story, although they don't get it very factually either. It's still a compelling movie on its own.
I watched a bit of it. I was like, yeah, this is fucking good. The cover where it's like he's wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask, and you're like, this is not the fucking movie that's in this video case.
so many people have told me, what the fuck, Jen? Because I've recommended it to a lot of people because I'm like, if you like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, you'll like this one. And I think there's enough differences where you'll still enjoy both movies, but I don't think they're blatant ripoffs of each other. But it's still a really good movie, and I highly suggest checking it out. My next pick until we get to the actual factual. Oh, I have two actually. I gotta be a basic horror bitch for my next one, and that is the immortal vampire classic Fright Night. I just did a review a little while ago about this. Jerry Dandridge, Chris Sedan, is the hottest vampire that has ever vampired ever undead, dead, whatever. He is the hottest. There will never be another hotter vampire than Jerry Dandridge. And oh my God, the scene where they're in the fucking dance club. Oh my God. And it's just so fucking hot.
So yeah, if you get a chance, watch my fucking girlfriend's review where she nearly creams herself over Chris Sarandon.
You're going to have to take me to an 80s dance club, Marty, and you're going to have to figure out a way not to show up in the mirror. You know?
I'll take you to an 80s dance club and I'll do even better. I won't show up on the inside. You can go in yourself. There you go.
No, it's fucking great. I mean, it's a great.
Enjoy your Duran. There we go.
It's funny and also the fucking oh God, I'm blanking on the name. Damn it, Marty. Planet of the Apes. Ronnie McDowell, thank you. I completely blanked. Ronnie McDowell gives a fucking beautiful performance in this. It's just a fucking great movie all around. And the last movie, because I know we should be pressing for time, is Agnes of God. This is a movie I don't hear very many people talking about. It is with Jane Fonda and Meg Tilly, and it is about a nun, a very sheltered nun who somehow gets knocked up, and Jane Fonda is a social worker trying to figure out if this is immaculate conception or something else, if it's supernatural. There's also a scene with stigmata in it. It's an under talked about movie, but it's always been one that stuck with me.
It's one I need to check out because it sounds.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, has anyone on the panel seen it?
Nah.
Nope.
It's good. It's good. It's depressing. Shocker, I know.
Of course.
She could have been raped, is all I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I want to cut the soundbite anymore if I'm doing reviews or having you on. I got that soundbite of Royal Julia in fucking Street Fighter, of course. Let me just. I gotta put that in there. But yeah, no, is that your number one?
No, I don't really have. Probably Come and See would be the best. I would argue would be the best movie. But these are just movies that I've got a bunch of more honorable mentions. But for now, those are my 5. I really like all of these movies though on my list. Obvious, well, duh. But
okay. But if you had to rank them, Come and See would be definitely number 1.
Yeah, I think I think if you're a cinephile, it's a movie that you just have to see. And it's also for humanity. Mm-hmm. It's much how I feel about the movie Freaks. I think you need to show this just for if you want your kids to have, some empathy and humanity in them. This is a movie you really do need to show your kids after they get older, like not little kids.
This is not one you show your fucking 7 to 5-year-old or fucking
they have to, but I do think when they get older, if you have the right kind of kid, the sooner the better, because you do want to, and it also shows about propaganda. Like there's a lot of lessons you can teach with this movie,
like maybe 18 and up, or if you're on a Cheesy React channel, 18 to 68.
Maybe.
Jesus. Ethel, that poor lad probably is just hugging his legs, rocking back and forth. Trenchy, what are your top 5 for 85, dude?
Alright, so at number 5, I'll go in with one that I think is underrated and a really fun movie, but with some interesting messages, and that is The Legend of Billie Jean.
No, that's a good one.
This is a really good, women movie, but it's also like a fun on chase movie, and it deals with like assault and people benefiting off of people's demises and stuff like that, and turning stuff into merchandising. And it's just a really fun movie. And it's just, it doesn't really get talked about, but I think this is a great movie that should be up there with like Ferris Bueller and stuff, which I think is overrated. I think this movie's better than that, and I think it's a great movie that doesn't get talked about.
And Helen Slater was in that one as well, right?
Yeah, and Christian Slater. They are not related, but in the movie they're brother and sister.
I'm just saying, like, if you didn't want to mention Supergirl, you could have easily mentioned that as well.
I talked about Betrayal of a Fucking Dove, Billy fucking Zane, and the chick from Weird Science.
Oh yeah, the one that's sleeping with a horse.
Yep.
Anyway, Trench. Trench. What else you got in that list?
Oh, number 4, I'm going with Silver Bullet, because I love Silver Bullet. Yeah, it's one of my favorite werewolf films. I love the connection between the brother and sister. I don't think it's brought up enough how the brother and sister like get closer and look beyond the sickness. And the mom's always saying, "Oh, you should try to understand your brother more," although she doesn't try to understand Gary Busey, who's actually not a bad guy. He's just an alcoholic. And I think that's an interesting contrast. And I think the werewolf's good, even though it looks like a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beowulf.
it does look a bit too cuddly, all right, in certain scenes. I like Busey in it. It wouldn't be my favorite werewolf movie, but I like it's Stephen King. It's a novella, something Seasons or Seasons of the Moon. Fuck it, Jen. What's the name of the short story it's called again? Because a friend of mine gave it to me, and it was illustrated, and it was done like a calendar. It was done like a calendar, and each month had like the calendar and the event and a picture
of the werewolf. Creepy.
Cycle of the Werewolf. Thanks, Creepy. You're the best. That it's a great one.
That's a good one to show to your daughter, Creepy. That is, I love it too.
But yeah, no, that kicks out. Ethel, what do you think of Silver Bullet?
Oh, it's dope.
But it again, there's aspects of the bit where the I'm not going to give spoilers, but our werewolf individual who's a werewolf who hallucinates that like the church is filled with werewolves. That was a fucking freaky scene. That scene freaked me out. But no, that's a cool. Not my favorite werewolf movie, Trench, but
it's my second favorite. It's not my favorite. It's my second because my favorite's from the 2000s.
Okay. What's next on your list, dude?
Number 3 is Return to Oz, because this is one of the best sequels that is insane, but it's great. And there's like people with no heads, evil people on roller skates, and there's a giant rock monster that gets murdered by the talking chicken that has eggs. It's a thing, and it's amazing. This movie should not work, but it's amazing. They almost kill her. They electrocute her and drown her. It's great.
Don't forget about the Gump, or that she's being played by Fairuza Balk.
Yeah.
The Gump and the pumpkin man that thinks she's his mom.
Yeah, she calls him mom.
Yeah, I do like the fact they substitute the prior characters with kind of, I don't know, Walmart exclusives of like the pumpkin man and the brass. Is he a brass soldier? He's a brass wine.
There's a clock robot.
Yeah.
He's like a clock robot.
Yeah. Dana Earl says, yes, love this movie. Yeah, it's it's one of those movies like John Carpenter's The Thing, like so many movies that when it came out, it was fucking derided. People were like, what have you done to this fucking, what have you done to a classic? What have you done to like an institution? But as the years gone on, fucking people just, they've embraced it and loved it.
10 times better than that Wicked movie.
Yeah.
Let's see sorry, Dana has something here. I've brought it up here in the past. Yeah, it is. It's a great movie. It's
It's an absolute gem, and it's a crime that it's not enjoyed as much as it could be.
Oh,
There's a porno too.
Oh, no.
Ethel, you know whose stream you were on before you came in. Don't complain. Okay. Jen, Brian says another favorite horror movie of his from '85 is Day of the Dead.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
another good one. It's another good one.
That's a cool one. Anyway, Trench, as you were saying.
Oh, yeah, well, I gotta return to Oz because that's just a classic to me. I love that movie. And number 2, knowing me, that had to be on the list. Rambo: First Blood Part 2. Now,
Yes.
this is one of those. It kind of romanticizes war, but it also shows like there are people in war that will screw you over. You're expendable, and how they treat these soldiers like shit to keep their money, which is really happening. And I love this movie. It's a Rambo movie. I love all the Rambo movies. I love the Rambo character, and this one's just, it has fun action, but it also has dark scenes. Kimiko is an example of a strong woman that's not really brought up, but she's a strong woman lead back then. I mean, she's not the lead, but she's a good secondary lead, and I think she's a great character that isn't really brought up as much. And I like the villains. I like that Rocky or not Rambo kicks Kreese in the balls. That is also great, and it's just a great movie. My bad, Ethel. You go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing. Don't worry, I'm going to save it because I also have that on my list. So I'll wait.
As do I. As do I. It's you can't go. He uses exploding fucking arrows. Yes, he has a machine gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck it. I've got exploding arrows, and by Christ, I'm going to fucking use them. Rambo, aren't you meant to be on a stealth mission? Shut the fuck up! I got exploding arrows. That's
War, you got to become war.
I like it a lot, but my favorite is the last one. My favorite Rambo movie is the very last one. That's my favorite.
Last Blood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
The first one's my favorite. The first one's a masterpiece that's untouched to me, but I love them all. I love them all.
This one's actually my favorite of all the Rambo movies.
It's cool. It's probably the most action packed. Although I do like part 3 because Rambo plays chicken in a tank with a helicopter. What a fucking dumb scene, but I still fucking love it. But yeah, no, that's a good pick, Trench, and like we'll discuss it when myself and Ethel talk about. Is there any favorite scene? Any other favorite scene you have in that actually, Rambo?
I love a lot of the scenes. I love the scene on the boat where they're talking. I love that the talking scene, but I love, the action sequences where he's in the plane and he's like pretending to be asleep so he could blow up the evil Russian guy. I love the scenes where he's sneaking into the camp, and then of course you gotta love Murtaugh, I'm coming for you. And then or the scene at the end where he's like, I want what they want for their country, to love them as much as we love it. And it's just a lot of that speaks true to nowadays. And a lot of that, I feel like, yes, fun action movie and people could see it as propaganda. But I think there's a lot going on where it shows you the true things that are happening and how there are evil people on both sides using people for money.
Yeah, it shows how fucking veterans got the shit end of the stick back then. And it still fucking holds fucking, yeah.
Oh,
that's it.
My bad. Another favorite scene is when Chemical dies, and then he just goes to war, and he's like taking them all out, and he drags the one dude in the cave, and then the other guy, he's the mud, and he opens his eyes, and that's fucking awesome. That's pure Rambo.
Yeah.
I just love the bit with the Vietnamese colonel who's like trying to shoot at him with his rifle, just skipping across the rocks trying to get a good shot. And Rambo is just there assembling his fucking bow as he's being shot at. And they're like, well, he's not using a regular arrow to kill this gun, I'll tell you that. And the fucking explosive arrow comes out and just the dude pops like a fucking zit. It's wonderful. But yeah, no, that's a good pick, Trench. What else you got, sir?
And my number one favorite film of all time, The Goonies. I love this film. It's a great group of kids film, and I like that genre, and I like how all the kids play off of each other. I know certain kids like that, even though they were all stereotypes, kind of, but I love the scenes, and I love Sloth, and the bad guys are great. I just like the whole movie. I like how the movie opens with someone pretending to kill themselves.
Movie, right, Trench? It's one of those movies where like nothing really bad happens in the end, and everyone like lives happily ever after. That's a really fucking nice, well-to-do movie, right, man?
But it's got hints of darkness, and I thought it was kind of a horror movie as a kid because there were scenes that were kind of creepy, but I liked it for that.
You felt
it was... What? What was that, Jen?
I didn't care for it. I love you, Trench, and no hate, but like I've always thought that that's one of those 80s movies. It's a little overcooked. Just a little
Jen Mitchell, Trenchy is our friend. How dare you? How dare you besmirch something the man loves with his heart?
I'm not, and I know a lot of people.
No, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, Miss Adolf Mitchell. Okay.
Gonna bring my German into it, are we?
What kind of person just takes and shits all over someone else's favorite movie?
Thank you, Ethel. Thank you.
Then buries it verbally on
I'm sorry,
the
folks.
other person's live
I'm sorry.
stream.
I didn't realize I fell in love with a monster. I didn't realize it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trent. Oh.
I don't know where I just started, but it's a thing.
Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. It looks like you've some backup. You've got your own Joseph Mengele back in your ear, Jen.
I know there's a couple people I know that don't like this movie. I understand. I love it. I think it's perfect, but I get it.
To just shit on someone else's, it's not like Buckaroo Banzai, where I mean, at least this was a good.
Hold on a fucking minute, now. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Queen of the fishing village that is Maine. Fucking hold your tongue, woman. Okay.
We have an ever-expansing, endless, boring woodland area too.
On the left, you've seen a fishery cannery factory. On the right is a fishery cannery factory. I'm joking.
Hey, don't forget about the fishery processing plant downtown.
Shit, sorry, my bad.
Or the naval shipyard, or the other ship port with the... Look, we have a lot of boats.
No, going back. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a fan of this initially, but because Trenchy had so much fucking love and so much kind of, I don't know, just excitement and vigor for the movie. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this another chance. I watched it and I loved it. It's fun. The movie doesn't have a cynical bone in its body. It's a bunch of kids looking for treasure to save their house, and like there's even kind of a deformed, what you think is a monster is basically if you shave Chewbacca. That's what Slot is. He's just Chewie. If you fucking shaved him and gave him candy and give him a Superman shirt. It's just it's really, I think the closest that has come to Sloth is the Iron Giant. Just
It's
this, yeah, this character who just fucking but no, just
I,
you know what? I will let the man himself explain why it's a fucking awesome movie. Sorry, Trench, go on.
I love the movie, although I will say it is kind of. I will own that it is problematic that at the end that the kid tries to keep the large, slow, deformed man as a pet. But besides that, like, it's a great movie. Besides that, that is a thing that happens. But I really love this movie. I love the music video that goes along with this movie with all the wrestlers in it. That's my favorite music video of all time. And
Which you
Steven
should-
Spielberg's in it. And they got
Yeah.
the octopus that was supposed to be in the movie.
you should check it out.
And there was the.
It's like a 10
Oh,
minute.
go ahead, Ethel.
People should check it out. It's like a 10-minute music video, and it's split into 2 parts because that's how it happened in real life.
Yeah.
It's a cute music video. It's a cute music video.
But I love the kids. I love the kids' dynamics with each other. I love the comedy, and then there's scenes that go really hard for no reason, like this scene with the coin. It's like this monologue should not be that great. Why is this monologue so good?
It's our time down here. It's their time up there.
These are other people's wishes. Those are other people's dreams. Well, you see this one right here. This is my dream, and it didn't come true. So I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back. It's like, what the fuck? Why is that so good?
Someone was working through something. Whoever wrote
Yeah.
it, someone was working through something, I think. And you're right. I don't want to shit on it. It's not a bad movie. It's just one that never. I guess, like Marty said, it doesn't have a cynical bone in its body, and for someone like me, that's probably problematic.
I can understand where some people might go, this is a bit too saccharine, or this is a bit too kind of silly. But it's if you're having
sweet.
a bad day and you miss being a kid, watch the fucking Goonies.
Yeah.
It's a fun, and again, I have Trenchy to thank because I gave it a second chance. I was kind of like the Scrooge that's on this side here.
It's like My Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
That
Dirty Dancing
motherfucker.
is great.
That motherfucker is too old for her. Okay.
Patrick fucking Swayze, darling. I think I've told you this. It's fine. It's fine.
If
It's
you
a
had
good I like Dirty Dancing.
Mm-hmm. I do
Okay.
too.
Jen, if you had a 15-year-old daughter and Patrick Swayze at the time came in and took her out, would you not be concerned?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar and a
perfectly
fucking
normal
charlatan.
in Japan. It's perfectly normal in Japan. I know the movie doesn't take place in Japan, and no one is Japanese, but work with me here.
If you want to
I
feel old, like
had
somebody
the
did
time
the
of my
math,
life.
and if you want to feel old, somebody did the math, right? And they said, like, if this was set in the now time, like the 60s would be 2000, I think. 2000. So, like, if we did.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, back in my day, we didn't make such unflattering realizations on our elders.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Little bastard.
God damn it, Jen. God damn it.
I didn't do the
Get
math.
off the grass.
Okay.
Get off my lawn.
We're not going back exactly to People's Day, but we are going back to 1985. Ethel, what is your top 5 for 85?
All right, this is going to feel a little familiar because a lot of these movies have been mentioned, but I'll try to go quick. Rambo: First Blood 2.
Mhm.
Right up there at the very top. Gotta have it. Love it. All those reasons and more. I'm coming for you, Murdoch. Yeah. Back to the Future. Got that on there.
Not a fan.
But Marty! Oh my God! See, we could actually say that because we have a Marty here. That works. No DeLorean though.
And a Jen. If you think about it, a Marty and a Jen.
Oh my God! Oh, wait a minute! That's right. You guys, your official song is now "Power of Love." Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Human
Yep.
Centipede.
Ah.
Well,
So, yeah,
that guy loved his dog. He would just wanted his dog back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was working through some stuff too. Centipede stuff. Anyway, next movie on the list, I put Rocky 4 on there because it's fucking Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Good one.
That
And
one's good.
it's a holiday movie, you know? So it only feels right to have another holiday movie.
Okay, Ethel, I have to ask the age-old question. Did Paulie fuck the robot?
Look, he's an adult. The robot is, all right, admittedly, the robot probably a little on the young side, but it's a robot, so I'm sure the firmware had been around for a while. Oh, boy.
How do you lube a robot?
Lots
He-
of 10W40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and fucking, he gave the robot a sexy voice. Happy birthday, Paulie. Oh, Paulie.
What?
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine that thing moaning?
Thank you, Creepy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Creepy. That answers my question. And yes, he totally did. Sorry, Ethel.
He's not just some tomato can you can kick down the road. Paulie, he found happiness, so we can just be happy for him. So yeah, Rocky 4. I had to put that on there. It's classic. You got Dolph Lundgren as the big mean Russian, and it's a story of the rivalry between two nations, a troubled marriage, and hey, maybe we're not all so different after all. Which, what a great message.
And great montage scene.
I'm just sad that truce that Rocky ended communism and ended the Cold War didn't hold true. God damn it, Sly! You need to fight another Russian so the Cold War can cool down again.
Marty Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
We'll send Stallone down to Iran, then we'll send him over to China, then we'll send him over to North Korea, and everything will be fine after that.
Go on,
he can
what
go
are
to
what we gonna say, Jen?
I was just gonna ask. That's not the one with Hulk Hogan, is it, or is that?
No. That's
part 3 with
Okay.
Mr. T.
Gotcha.
Pitiful.
Part 4 also has some absolute fucking stompers of tracks. There's
Yes.
no easy way out. There's
Uh-huh.
no
fire.
Yes,
Yep.
that
And a
one's- that one's
burning
great.
heart.
Yep.
And a burning heart is about to burst.
Yes.
Sorry.
There's a
Ah.
quest for answers
Answers
and
and unquestionable terms.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Ethel. We're turning your segment into a karaoke area. Sorry. Go on. As we were
So
saying.
good. We all love a good ballad. Come on, bring the ballad back, guys. That's the hash brown. So yeah, so I got Rocky 4 on there. Then of course I had to put the Goonies on there. Hey, you guys,
not a fan.
Yeah.
love it. It's good. It's just a good ass movie.
My
girlfriend's
a fucking monster.
It's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's not everything is for everybody. That's fine. It's fine. But no, I had to put it in there. It's got a wholesome thing happening at the end, and it teaches you that if you meet a differently abled special adult friend, you can adopt him with Domino's Pizza and vouching for your parents without even consulting them. You're gonna stay with us from now on, Sloth. Mom and Dad are just like, wait, what? We brought pizza. We didn't agree to adopt an adult man with learning disabilities. This is not what we agreed to.
Our HMO does not cover this shit.
It's like, look, Chewbacca has had an accident. He's a veteran. He just got divorced. He needs a place to stay. Chunk is offering the couch. What are you going to do? But no, it's a fun movie, and I keep forgetting her name. Every time I bring her up, I have to call her Mrs. Fratelli because I can never remember her goddamn name. But she
The
was
brownie
Ramsey.
lady, the brawny lady, yeah, from the paper towel.
It's so sad
Anne
that she
Ramsey.
died. She was in the short list of films she was in. She was great in all of them. It's sad she's
Right.
gone.
That and Robert Davi and Joey Pants were brilliant as the brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were good.
Four-wheel RV, bullet holes.
Did you really think I would kill myself?
Watching that as a kid, I had a version of it that I taped off of HBO, and I started the VCR after the scene where Chunk gets let in to the house. So I grew up watching that movie without even seeing the whole first act with the car chase.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
It wasn't until years later I get it on VHS, an official copy, where I'd see that and be like, holy crap, there's like a whole first part of this movie. I thought it just opened with the balloon and the chicken. For years. That's how
I've
it
seen
started
some
for me.
pornos where that's happened.
Jesus
started.
Christ. Don't talk about balloons and chickens in a porno, Jen. Shit, no good can
It's
come
a
of that.
rubber chicken, if that helps.
So at least they're being
Trench. Ethel Trench, if you'd probably go, no, I know the answer already. Because we are in the age of the legacy sequel. If the characters had like kids that went on their own adventure, or would you say no, bollocks, leave it there?
I'd say in this incredibly unlikely scenario, they're also going to be statistically unlikely diverse and oddly behaviored. I don't like this idea. No, we need to have the original Goonies or no Goonies at all. I don't want to spin off. They'll
So
ruin it.
they're looking for gold to pay for their fucking health insurance because that's what it's going to cost to get blood pressure medication now.
It's modern times, Marty, so they'd be mining for crypto to sell NFTs to fund their live stream.
Jesus Christ, Jen, the fucking Ethel, no one uses NFTs anymore. The NFTs are gone.
Jesus Christ, I'm out of the loop already.
Oh, Nickelodeon has NFTs now.
Huh?
Nickelodeon is selling NFTs.
Well, what am I
But
supposed to
Nickelodeon's
do?
behind.
So does that mean all the rare Pepes I've collected over the years are useless now?
Basically.
Yeah.
They always were, no offense.
It's a huge financial hit for me. I may have to go back to living outdoors again. My Dogecoin has dropped too. Oh dear God. All right, so I had the Goonies on there. No Shibu Inus in that movie, but a great movie altogether. And for the final film, I already mentioned it because it was an honorable mention, but this is when the version I grew up with got released. Godzilla 1985, the New World Pictures / Toho Pictures released with Raymond Burr. Yay!
Woohoo!
Ethel, can you explain the fucking soda? Why there was some? Was it Pepsi or Coke that was in that movie?
It was Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Fuck, some kind of licensing deal, I'm guessing, because it was all over the fucking movie.
On the American version, there was a licensing deal with Dr. Pepper. There was actually a theater ad for Dr. Pepper produced with a not Godzilla. Yeah. It also made it onto television briefly, an edited version of it as a regular ad for Dr. Pepper. But it was pretty bad. As something that was supposed to be working in conjunction with Godzilla, it seemed mighty disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
the movie itself was phenomenal. And
And-
the American release was great. And, it's sure they made the Russians look a little bit more arch, but that's okay because it was the Cold War. And what are you going to do?
And it was the second time Perry Mason decided to tackle fucking Godzilla, right?
Yeah. And you know what? no lie, this movie is another movie that has one of the greatest speeches that doesn't belong in this movie. Like the very end speech where Raymond Burr is talking about Godzilla and stuff is so sad. It's so sad, and they have him tragically falling in and dying and roaring, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. This is for kids too, you know. You're gonna make kids cry. You made me cry, bastards. Great movie though.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out. I've got a couple of Godzilla movies, but that one you reckon if you could only pick one, the one that came out the prior year or this one, the American version or the OG Japanese version?
I would
OG?
actually pick the American version just because it's
okay.
that much extra to have Raymond Burr in it, and you don't really lose anything out for picking the American version. You know, you have to deal with the English dubbing, which is actually really good. It's not a bad dubbing track. It never sounds cheesy or lame. You know, it's better than the dubbing track on Godzilla 2000, which did sound cheesy and lame,
Okay.
but was a good movie nonetheless.
Okay, cool. So that's your number one.
That would be the number one, you know, with Rambo and you know, so they're like vying for the top. Like my love for Godzilla versus my love for Rambo. I don't know.
Cool beans. Cool. We'll get to honorable mentions after I go over my top five, and
Yep.
I'll cut through them. So my number five, again, this is my favorite. I never said the best, but I love this. It's dumb as fuck. It's about a single father who is trying to get his daughter back, but due to some socio-political issues, he's having trouble getting his daughter back.
Yes.
It is classic 1985 Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fun fact, this is set in the same universe as Die Hard and Predator, because it takes place, well, sections of it takes place in a little country known as Valverde,
Yep.
which is a fictional South American country.
The one guy from Cheers runs it.
What?
Rita's husband.
Huh?
The-
Oh, Dan Hedaya. Yeah, Dan Hedaya. Before he had hairy arms and fought the alien, he fought Arnie. Yeah, I love this movie. It's stupid. It's the single stupidest fucking thing that ever existed. But it's wonderfully stupid. It's like, fuck it. We're doing this. Yeah, we're doing this. Arnie's
friend's
going to
dead
literally
tired.
go. He's going. He throws a fucking telephone booth over the side of a balcony. He has some of the best. Forget James Bond. Leave my friend. He's dead tired. You know, fucking stuff like that. It's wonderful. Ethel, what's your thoughts on Commando?
It's a great film, and you know what? I will say he's like the over-the-top movie version of the movie character he played in Last Action Hero. It's almost like they took inspiration from Commando for Last Action Hero.
Yeah, it's fucking one. What's your favorite kill or moment in it, Ethel?
You said I'd live. I lied.
As myself and Ethel always joke, Sully turns French halfway down his when he's dropped off the cliff. For some reason he goes, "Ooh la la!" It's like, he fucking, do you think changing nationality would save him? I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's better than the deleted scene where he goes, Vichy
But yeah, it's fun. It's a great character. Bennett, you're like, does he want to kill Arnie or fuck him or both? We're not sure. Trench, what's your thoughts on Commando?
Oh, Commando is awesome. It kind of gets like Rambo at some parts where it's like a slasher, but the slasher is a good guy, and it's fucking awesome. It's just Arnold not getting hurt at all, which should be bad, but you just go with it, and it's just Arnold taking people out, and it is great.
What's your favorite moment or kill or one-liner in the movie?
Oh, well, I got two favorite like kills. One's kind of a kill. I really like it when he chops that dude's arm off and the blood comes out and then he screams. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I really like that moment. Um, and I like the part in the barn where he has that like sticky thingy. I forget what it's called. We have one of those. We probably shouldn't, but we do. And he stabs the guy in the chest in the barn.
It's cool when he runs out of bullets and ammo. He's like, "Fuck it, I'll use these garden implements." And just starts making shit of them. All I love the henchman. I love Bennett. He's like, you're like, what the fuck? Okay, lads, do not leave that child alone with that man, please. Jen, what's your favorite moments from Commando?
I really like Commando. I like Ray Don Chung. No one gives Ray Don Chung any sort of thing. I love it. We're like, are you fucking crazy? And then she totally switches and she's helping him and she gets the thing and I read the instructions, that big gun thing, whatever that thingy is. I like it. And she goes, I read the instructions. And I also, my favorite one-liner. My favorite one-liner is probably "Let off some steam, Bennett."
That one's good. I like fucking Sully's reaction to Ray Don Sean when she's like, she realizes he's a bit of a creep, and he's like, "Fucking whore." Yeah, that's really going to draw the ladies. That's really going to fucking bring them in. It's a dumb movie, but it's the funnest dumb movie. You have also a great cast. Stan Hedaya, fucking oh Christ, he played fucking Mac in Predator. Oh Christ. I'm getting Alzheimer's, Jen. I'm getting Alzheimer's.
It does have a great character. Like there's a lot of
Bill Duke.
Bill Duke. Thank you, Trench. They're just green gonna kick your ass. Sorry, Jen. Go on.
I was just gonna say, even if you don't know their names, they have those character actors who are like, oh, I know this guy. I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff.
It's great. It's an awesome movie.
David Patrick Kelly's in it too, from the Warriors, the bad guy from the Warriors and Dreamscape.
Yeah. You're a funny guy, Sally. That's why I kill you last. But yeah, no. Number 5, Commando. Number 4 is Jen will be happy. I have a horror movie. Toby Hooper, and it's Life Force. There's so many reasons to like Life Force. It's a gothic sci-fi horror with I think Henry Mancini does an amazing score. It's Toby Hooper, the camera direction, and it's got a woman that's bollock naked for about 90% of the movie. So what's not
Matilda May?
Like? It's an awesome movie, and it was part of a 3-picture deal he had with Canon. It was Texas Chainsaw 2, this, and Invaders from Mars.
Good one.
Jen, as our resident horror aficionado and essentially kind of gorophile, what do you think of Life Force?
Life Force is one that I really enjoy because I've heard people argue about which is better, this one or Invaders from Mars. But like you said, I'm a pervert, so I like that we have a naked woman in the movie for as long as we did. And it's a different style for Hooper, like because when I got started on Hooper, of course, it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. So it was kind of interesting to see him do something a little bit of a different flavor. I enjoy it. It's one that I wish got talked about more. There's a couple of his movies that are like Invaders from Mars. Funhouse is another one of his movies. Mm-hmm. They don't get talked about the same way Texas Chainsaw Massacre does, but I really enjoy it. And going back, I'm gonna have to rewind just a little bit, Marty, because there's something, and this will be the only chance I ever get to talk about it. In Commando, the end credit scene, "We Fight for Love," is a fucking bop.
Again. 84, 85 had some absolutely fucking clanners of tracks, and Jen's right. You can't go wrong with a fucking soundtrack for an 84, 85 movie. And yeah, I think that was peak. Trench, what's your thoughts on Life Force?
I have never seen this one.
You'll like it.
I've never seen it.
You
This
gotta.
is the one of the blind spots. I hear all the time it's good. I know. What's his name's in it? James Woods, or is it someone else?
Steve Railsback.
Yeah.
And Patrick
Oh.
Stewart is also in it, and it features his first
Patrick
on-screen kiss.
Stewart.
Yeah. As Ethel was saying, yeah, Ethel, go on, tell him the fact, because I love this.
Yeah, this was Patrick Stewart's very first on-screen kiss, and it's with another man.
Yep.
Steve Railsback.
Yeah.
Thank God he
I mean,
didn't-
you could do
Thank
worse.
God he didn't get fucking Railsbacked. That's all I'll fucking say.
I'm sure he would have been very gentle with Sir Patrick Stewart.
I always thought Steve Railsback doesn't get enough love. Like, I always liked him.
It's
I
just
think
an-
Cooper. Oh, sorry, Ethel. Go on.
It's absolute awesome movie, and it's another one that's criminal that it's overlooked so often. And Jen, I'm surprised you didn't mention it, but I'm going to mention it for you. It features male frontal nudity as well.
I mean, yeah.
You don't get to see as much of it, but it's there. So, perverts, it's okay. They got you covered on both fronts. I was happy about that, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
One other thing I liked was the practical effects.
Yeah.
I think John Dykstra worked on the practical effects, and from the ship to the creature designs, it did just a really fucking cool. Again, it was a canon movie, and as I said before in our canon stream, it was a movie that maybe was actually too good for canon.
Sure.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? But
Oh, sorry.
No, after you, Ethel. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say. I remember I got this it was like on sale with Species and Halloween on VHS, and I'd never heard of it or seen it before. And I popped it in, and I expected it to be kind of cheesy and lame,
No.
and it was like one of the best movies. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it was so good. And I'm like, wow, the creature effects were amazing. Like where they come back from the dead to try and suck somebody else's life force out, and they look like that zombie like beef jerky skeleton thing. That was an awesome effect. Like that still holds up today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where one of them runs at the cage and just explodes into dust, and then the alien vampires in their natural form. I think they originally wanted Billy Idol to be one of the vampires, but they couldn't get him, so they got someone a lookalike or something. So that's why you've got this Billy Idol looking motherfucker as one of the male vampires. But yeah, no, it kicks arse, and it does parallels, as I said before. It's a sci-fi, but it's a gothic horror. Instead of the Demeter, it's a fucking shuttle. And by the time the shuttle arrives on Earth, the entire crew, bar Railsback, has been like drained of their life. It's a great fucking movie. And,
Yes, the ship was in a comet.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
but it's go on, Ethel.
I just wanted to mention because no one ever mentions it. It's based on a novel called The Space Vampires.
Yeah. I think the only reason Cannon let Hooper make it was he showed him the cover, and they're like, the Golem Globus is like, is that a naked woman strapped to a coffin? He's like, in space. He's like, yeah, okay, you can make the movie.
Probably not too
I
far.
mean, in retrospect, that's a great sales pitch.
It get me.
I watch it.
I would too.
You can't go wrong. My number 3 is, we've already talked about it enough, so I'll just glaze over it. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Love it. Not as cheesy as Commando, and as Trench said, it has a lot to say, and it does. It has a lot to say about the treatment of veterans, and the treatment of fucking people with PTSD. I'm glad they didn't end the movie like the first movie, like the novel, because we would have never gotten this. Because John Rambo gets his head blown off with a shotgun, and in the original ending, the actual theatrical movie was he shoots himself. So yeah, it's interesting. It's cool. It's a man in a mission kind of movie. Canon so wanted to make movies like this. That's why we got Missing in Action, and we got other fucking movies. But Rambo 2. Not said. Oh, sorry, Trench.
Marty, can I say something real quick? My bad.
No bad. Go for it, dude.
like, yeah, First Blood was changed a lot from the book. I haven't read the book, but that's what I heard. But if you want a movie that's closer to the book, we do have that, and it's called The Hunted. So it's better off
with
we got
Benicio del
Rambo.
Toro.
Yeah, it's more interesting with them changing Rambo the way he was. Because I could be wrong, but I hear The Hunted's also based off that book, and that's way closer. So we got the best of both worlds. We got the Rambo character, and then we got The Hunted if you want something closer to the book.
Very cool.
No, thank you,
Okay.
Trent. Trench makes a really good point.
Uh,
If you want something
I could
close
be
to-
wrong, so fact
No,
check me, but that's what I hear.
You're I fucking trust you 100%, and Trench makes a good point. If you want something close to David Morrell, I think that's the author.
Yeah.
His book. Check out what Trenchy was saying. Check out the good fucking catch there, Trench. Also, big hello to Larry, aka Harakat, that absolute fucking legend and brilliant figure aficionado and collector like myself. Next movie. What is my next movie? Oh, number 2. One of the few movies I actually bonded with my father over, because again, it's my father, different generation and stuff. But we bonded over this because my dad's a big Western, and there's very few quote unquote modern Westerns. And I know this is 1985, but for him, it's a modern Western. For him as well, he thought it was a true story.
Brian
but
Dennehy, right?
Yes. So number 2 has to be 1985's Silverado. It's a cool, fun Western with a fucking stacked as fuck cast. Kevin Kline, John Cleese, Jeff Goldblum, Scott Glenn, a fucking baby-faced Kevin Costner, Danny Glover. Did I already say Jeff Goldblum? Brian Dennehy, Jeff Fahey. Who is that short lady? She was the principal in Kindergarten Cop. Jen, what's the actress?
Estelle Getty.
No.
No.
Shit. Who was it?
It
I
doesn't
know
matter.
who you're talking about. It's a
Doesn't
character.
matter.
Actress. Yeah.
Again, and a whole host of others to name a fucking few. Stacked cast. It's a pulp Western adventure. 4 strangers come together in the town of Silverado, realize there's some fuckery going on. Sure, they have their own kind of own agendas and issues, but they all team up to save the town, save the people, and take out the bad guys. What more do you want? My favorite scene is fucking Danny Glover flip cocking 2 fucking Henry rifles and kicking ass. You also have, again, I think Kevin Costner is possessed by the soul of a cowboy, because when he does cowboy, he does it really well. And this was one of his earliest roles. He was good. Silverado, great movie. Ethel, have you seen Silverado?
I have not seen Silverado.
It's just fun. It's just leave your fucking brain at the door and watch. It's like there's a bit where John Cleese plays a kind of Pinkerton sheriff, and he's chasing after Scott Glenn, and like they're nearly catching him. Scott Glenn turns around and fucking blows, because he's a good guy. He shoots the hat off John Cleese, and John Cleese stops, and they're like, "Marshall, what do we do now?" "I believe my jurisdiction ends here." And it's just fun. It's a fun movie. If you haven't seen it, for years I tried to convince my father it wasn't a true story, but Brian Dennehy is in it. God knows what'll happen if he ever sees Cocoon.
He hasn't seen it yet?
No, I can't show it to him, or the reality will shatter beneath his fucking feet, Jen. Okay? Okay?
He's seen
I
Gordon
can't.
Park, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie, though.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
Yeah, but I can't show the man who's like, that's a true story. It's like, right there. Myself and my mother attempted to convince him, and his response was, "What the fuck do you know? You work in a restaurant. Leave me alone. Let me watch my movie." I'm like, is that sexist or fucking sociopolitical? What the fuck happened there? I don't know.
You're going to
But,
show
yeah,
him
no.
the movie. You're going to show him the movie. He's going to think it's a true story. And next thing you know, all you're going to hear about is, we need it in Grand Pool. We should have it in Grand Pool. Did you see that movie, Cocoon?
What?
Marty, I have it.
My
in
dad's
Ground
Irish,
Pool.
not Scottish.
I don't know. I can't do it. I'm trying. I don't know. I can't do it.
You want me to do it, Marty?
No, Mitchell. No. Okay. So my number one is a fucking classic. For the longest period of time, I thought this was his last movies, but no, he was making movies right up until 1993, right up before his death. But I'm going to go with Ran. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Akira Kurosawa's Ran, which is essentially, it is incredibly Shakespearean. It is Kurosawa's rough cut version of King Lear.
Yeah.
You have a lord, you have a feudal lord who is abdicating from his title, and he has to decide which of his three sons will take over. And a mysterious woman comes, a mysterious woman comes into the fold and causes fuckery, and it's just a brilliantly scripted, brilliantly acted. I'm not going to say the name of the actors because Brian, you're dead right. That's the name of the character. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce these names for fear of offending anyone or for fear of fucking butchering it. But if you have it, it's a gorgeous looking movie as well.
Yeah.
It is.
Brian just said that.
It's beautiful. Brian, you're dead right. You could take a single frame from this movie, blow it up, and put it in a frame and put it on your wall, and it would look like a fucking gorgeous piece of art, Edo era art. And yeah, it's a fucking masterpiece. That's all there is to say about it. Absolute masterpiece. If you haven't seen Akira Kurosawa's Ran, check it out. Again, I was fucking adamant that this was his last movie because it was just that fucking good. I thought this was his fucking swan song, but gladly it isn't. But for me, it's definitely the best of his samurai movies. And to call it a samurai movie, and I love samurai movies, but to call it that would maybe be putting this movie on a lower totem than it should be. It is just a fucking gorgeously shot, gorgeously acted, and beautifully told story of family, betrayal, and one of the most best adaptations of Shakespeare to ever be made, and it's not even in the fucking English language of the Bard. But yeah, they're my top five.
Good pick.
So Jen, what are your kind of honorable mentions for 85?
Okay, I'll the first one I'll do. Trenchy mentioned, so I won't talk too much, but I fucking love Silver Bullet. I can't talk because werewolf horror, right? So I mean, it's a fucking great movie. Gary Busey, Corey Haim. I mean, it's just a really good movie, and it's a good one. To kind of keep going on, and I'm surprised no one brought this one up. And it's not like a favorite of mine, but I guess it was kind of it's a little bit more. Teen Wolf. I like Teen Wolf. I like Teen Wolf. I think it's a sweet one. Also, a banger of a soundtrack. I love Shooting for the Moon and Win in the End. I fucking love it. And also Big Bad Wolf, but it's performed by the Wolf Sisters. It's just a good one. It's very by the numbers, but it's one of those movies that it's saved by its performance, particularly a very young Michael J. Fox. Getting off the wolf thing, I will talk about a cannibal movie called White Slave. That's totally a true story, people.
Please explain.
She's in a cage, Marty, and the natives are like taking her and stuff, and yeah, and her family gets eaten, and she learns to love her cannibal and captors. It's based on a true story. Totally real.
Okay.
The poster is fucking cool. It's this blonde white chick, and she's in a cage, and the cannibals are carrying her off. It's fucking awesome, Marty. It's actually not a bad movie.
Brian Dennehy is White Slave.
Exactly. And I have two more. And I'm real surprised nobody brought this up. We're going back to John Hughes. Weird Science, people. Where's the love for Weird Science? Anthony Michael Hall is really good in this one. And it's just a fun one. And it still holds up. And I think it's not as problematic as 16 Candles. I love 16 Candles.
Well,
Yeah.
look, it's certainly not as problematic as White Slave to the cannibals.
They shower with their jeans on.
They do.
About that. And they wear a bra on their head.
And a very young appearance by Robert Downey Jr. Most people forget about that. And also Bill Paxton.
Bill
Right?
Paxton.
Yes.
Bill Paxton as Chet. I love that character. That character was so deplorable. The Strauss brothers named the Pred Alien after because they just wanted to make. Yeah, he's a cool character.
And my last pick, and this is like schmaltzy, but I always loved it. They played it a lot when I was a kid, particularly on Saturday afternoons. Mask, Eric Stoltz and Cher.
Yeah.
I actually really think that's a nice movie. It's based on a true story. Now, I've never done any deep digging. I don't know how factual the movie is, but it's a really beautiful story. Sam Elliott also gives a really great performance in this one. And that's one thing. Cher is a good actress. Like, people give her shit, but she's actually a really good actress.
Silkwood. This and Silkwood, she fucking kicks arse in.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of other movies too. She's actually a really, I would say she's a better actress than she is a singer, if I'm going to be honest.
And
I like her in Mermaids as well. I thought
Mermaids is a good one. And Witches of Eastwick.
And yet they couldn't get her for that appearance on the X-Files.
Yeah. She actually turned around and said, she regretted it. She watched the episode and said, fuck, I wish I'd done that.
I wish she'd done it too.
I think a lot of people did.
It's like, who does that? Oh, hey, it was like the #1 show on Fox wants you to be a guest star, and actually, it's a pretty big guest starring role in an episode. Oh no, fuck that! I'm gonna go sing "The Life After Love."
Do you believe?
Great, Cher, great, good career choice.
What do y'all think of Mask? Is it a little too schmaltzy? I don't, but
I like it, and I like the maternal aspect with her and Rocky. Eric Stoltz's Rocky is really good as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to act under that amount of makeup and to emote, because emoting is about 50% acting, if you ask me. And yeah, he just does a fucking excellent job.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a very heartfelt one, which is probably weird coming from me because I'm not known. I just picked White Slave as one of my other. See, I'm very eclectic.
Yeah.
One hell of a drive-in double feature.
Mm-hmm.
See, Trench. If Sloth had kidnapped one of the teenage girls and put her in a cage and started ripping off her clothes, then I think Jen would have been all in the Goonies craze.
And cannibalism. Don't forget cannibalism, Marty.
Bring the kids to see White Slave and then stay for Mask.
What a double feature.
That just kind of sums up, if anyone ever asked, darling, I think that just sums up your girlfriend pretty well.
That's actually a great description of Jen.
Oh,
Describe your girlfriend in double features. Hey, kids, come see White Slave and stay for Mask.
White Slave and Mask. The Jim Carrey movie? Nope.
The Jim Carrey movie? Yeah, you wish.
But is that it? Is that your last?
Those
honorable
are my
mentions?
last. Yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
They're awesome. They're awesome picks. Trenchy, my dude, what's your top honorable mentions?
Well, so I won't say them all, but I got some here. Cat's Eye. That's one of my favorite anthologies. I love Cat's Eye. I think it's underrated, and it has a little douchebag in it, and he is great. He is a great villain.
You shouldn't call Drew Barrymore a little douchebag. That's not very nice.
Day of the Dead, of course, and Return of the Living Dead. I have both zombie films. They're both great. The Adventures of Mark Twain. That's a weird ass movie, but it's
That's in
interesting.
mine as well, Trench. I love that stop motion and the bit where they meet Lucifer. That's fucking brilliant.
Uh,
The mannequin with the mask. That's the Adventures of Mark
yeah.
Twain is fucking art. Sorry, excellent pick.
Oh no, I agree. It's a good movie. And the New Kids is great. That's a really good movie. Care Bears the movie, although I prefer the sequel, but I like the first one too. That's really good. One John turned me on to was Tenement. That is a
Um,
good movie about people trapped on top of a tenement house by gangs. And also Peanut Butter Solution. That's a weird ass movie. That's awesome. Reanimator is great. Summer Rental, that's a good little John Candy movie. And I'll just say two more that kind of end it because I have a lot on here. But I'll just say The Midnight Hour is a fun little movie. And I really like that one. That's another one John introduced to me. And I'll say Follow That Bird because that's a good little Sesame Street movie.
it is. It is the Bluebird of Happiness.
Trench,
And
give
Brazil. My bad. I forgot Brazil.
after Brazil, Trench, give us two more after Brazil. Had you two more after that?
Okay. Last Dragon. Last Dragon is awesome. That's a kung fu movie. That's really good. And Black Cauldron. I almost forgot Black Cauldron.
Yes.
Oh, House is also this year. But Black Cauldron
Black
is
Cauldron
fucking awesome.
And House. Cool. No, they're awesome. They're awesome. Fucking honorable mentions. Ethel, what about you? What honorable mentions have you got?
All right, so I'm gonna gloss over the repeats, but Cocoon was on there. I also had what the hell was it? I had Masks on there. I had Return to Oz on there. I had Day of the Dead on there. Black Cauldron, National Lampoon's European Vacation, which nobody mentioned, but I think is the best vacation movie. Weird Science also on there. Sorry. I had Ghoulies on there. And Cat's Eye as well. I also have Desperately Seeking Susan, which
Good one.
Awesome movie, and Madonna of all people. Yeah.
Yep. And Aidan Quinn.
Yeah, it's a good film.
It is.
And
Pyramid jacket's a look. I want that pyramid jacket.
Yeah, that pyramid jacket was boss. I
would too.
And it had a fun little music video that went along with it too. If you remember the music video,
I do. It's probably her best song, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's my favorites.
Yeah, it's such a fun little snapshot at a time right there. It's like two things in media converging in a good way. Not like what we got going on now. So yeah, I had Friday the 13th, The New Beginning on here as well. Porky's Revenge, because we got to have some sophomoric fun. Police Academy 2. See what else I put in here. In the Company of Wolves is in here. Fletch. Anybody seen Fletch?
Yeah, with Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Oh, another Chevy Chase movie, Spies Like Us.
That one's funny. That one's brilliant.
Such a great movie. That's another one everyone sleeps on. Stop sleeping on that. Check it out. And let's see what else I put. Oh, My Science Project.
I don't think
Which one is that?
It's that movie with Fisher Stevens, and they find a device that's like an alien power cell, and it opens up rifts in time. And like,
fuck! Yeah,
John
Dennis
showed me
Hopper is
this
in
one.
it. Dennis Hopper is in that one. Yeah,
Dennis Hopper and Fisher Stevens.
There's a dinosaur.
Yeah, the Vietnamese end up coming through into their gymnasium, and the lads don't know what to do. So I think they let a T-Rex in to kill the fucking Vietnamese soldiers.
Yeah,
and make the thing way fucking worse. And fucking the the teacher uses it to go back in time. Dennis Hopper uses it. He's a teacher, goes back in time, and he comes back from the 60s dressed in the same garb he wore in Easy Rider. It's fucking. I'm sorry, Ethel. I fucking that one's.
It's a fun nod.
I keep on mixing that up with Explorers or Voyagers. I don't know why the fuck.
Explorers is also on this list.
See,
Kids
fucking
find a spaceship.
yeah.
That's the Goonies in space. And
Yeah.
fun fact, Robert Picardo voices the alien in this movie. So you've got the Doctor from Voyager in here. Star Trek connection.
Nice.
I also have Return to Oz on here. And let's see, what else did I not mention? Pee-wee's Big Adventure is on here. And The Stuff.
Good one.
And I feel like there was one I was going to mention. I didn't mention Day of the Dead. I mentioned that. Company of Wolves. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You don't miss that one? That's
That
okay.
one, no.
Who's in that one?
That was, I think it had.
Isn't that Britney Spears? Or is that
No.
another one?
No,
That's
Britney.
another-
No, you're thinking of oh shit. Now
what the fuck is the name of it? Oh, I know too. Oh, fuck.
I know what the name is. I can't
Crossroads?
remember. What?
Crossroads is the one.
Yes,
Princess Bride.
Crossroads.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you, Marty.
Crossroads.
Oh,
Thank
oops.
How
you.
the fuck do I know that?
Crossroads. It's a road trip movie with somebody who might be a murderer. Why would you take a road trip with somebody you think is a murderer? What the hell?
Sure,
Wait,
why
you'd
not?
Probably go with me.
Why not? Sure, fuck
What
it.
about just
Great.
one of the guys? Did anyone have that one?
No, I didn't.
That's actually a really good one. It's about a girl and she has to pretend to be a guy to get a scholarship. And she has a
Is-
crush on somebody.
Is that like Willy Millie?
Might be.
The one where the chick wakes up in the morning and she's growing a dick.
No, she does. She does.
No, what?
She's doing it. She's like a reporter and doing a paper, and she falls in. And they think it's like a gay thing, but she's a girl.
Yeah, I think
No.
I have seen it, but it was so long ago. I only remember bits and pieces. I remember the thing about her having to pretend to be a boy, and I
Yeah.
remember the crush. And like, wasn't there a scene where they were in the gym or something, and they were supposed to be playing basketball, or maybe it wasn't basketball. What the fuck was it? Maybe it was
something.
dodgeball. Was it dodgeball?
I
Or
think so.
I
Because
think it might have been dodgeball.
yeah, it's a cute movie. I recommend. It's nothing great, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I had what else did I have? Oh, Red Sonja. I put that on here because that was kind of cool. They're making a Red Sonja movie. Anyway, they're making a new one.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it, and then I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Lord Jesus Christ!
It's like, this is gonna hurt.
It won't be as bad as I know what you did last summer. I can promise you that, Marty.
Oh shit!
Right.
I had an extra space. There's more on the list. I had Teen Wolf on here, which was discussed. Commando, which was discussed. Reanimator, which was also discussed. Transylvania 65000.
That's a fun one.
It's got Michael Richards in it. Don't worry, he doesn't say it. He doesn't say it. We're safe. He doesn't say it.
He might be thinking it though.
He might be thinking it really loudly, and you might be. It's okay though. It's funny, and he doesn't say it. So we got Once Bitten. So you got a Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey trying to lose his V card. It might make him a vampire, or might not. Yeah. So we got Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and
The most
Rainbow.
homoerotic of them. But
Yeah.
nobody knew that.
Just has Freddy inside him. That's all.
I know. How do you feel about part 2, Marty?
I like what they were doing, but then no, it really fucks with the kind of lore and consistency of Freddy's powers. Because like when he attacks that pool party, it's like, okay, so is he a dream? Is he alive? What's his fucking? How's he fucking making the fire? What the fuck is going on? It's confusing. It's confusing. You know?
That's probably the biggest hang up in the film is the pool party scene. Other than that, it doesn't bother me too much, like with that type of thing.
I think the movie stole an idea off the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, though, with the dogs with the human faces.
Yeah, that's definitely lifted.
But,
Touch me, baby, drive me crazy.
also, why does the parakeet explode?
Why not?
That's what they do.
No, I'm
Maybe
no
they were having
ornithologist,
sex.
but I don't think it's.
That for years, M80s and parakeets, both illegal.
Are you saying there's a conspiracy that parakeets are actually suicide bombers in disguise? That all parakeets have an urge to blow stuff up?
They
We
can't
go
help
to some weird places, folks.
a parakeet. I read the manifesto. They're fed up with the modern world.
Jen, can you imagine the Unibomber instead of Syntax? It's parakeets he shoved in each juice. Oh fuck! It's cruel at two levels. Oh fuck!
For the last two things I put on here, I put Santa Claus the movie.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Santa Claus of the Santa Clauses. It's not Santa Claus. I like that Santa Claus. He's
The
a good
real
fella.
Lebowski.
Yeah. The dude. No, not the dude. The Lebowski. But anyway. Yeah, so put that on there. I put Vampire Hunter D because, why not a little anime in there? That was a cool movie.
Cannot go wrong with that. Vampire Hunter D kicks ass. So I just have one. Because the majority of them have been mentioned.
White Slave?
I'm going to mention The Adventures of Mark Twain. Trenchy pointed out, absolute fucking banner, masterpiece. If you are an animation fan or a fan of stop motion, watch it. It is not only an interesting and provocative exploration of the human condition for kids, but the stop motion animation even surpasses shit we have today. So check that out. And one more really obscure Disney movie, The Journey of Natty Gann. Has anyone ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
So,
No.
young girl, it's Depression era, Dust Bowl America. Young girl, her father goes off to work at a coal mine, Ray Wise, and while he's gone, the mother dies and she's kicked out of their house. So she goes to find her father and she travels boxcars to try and get to where he is. She's nearly attacked twice by groups of young men who want to fucking, have their way with her. And she's saved by a black timber wolf. And it's essentially the littlest hobo.
Whoa.
And she befriends a young kind of poet played by fucking absolute baby face John Cusack. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. The Journey in Natty Gann. Jen, you might like it because seriously, it has some absolutely fucking miserable parts. It's like honest to God, it gets so grim. It's like you're pissing acid. But so I think you might enjoy it.
Is she on a boat and like the natives kill her parents in front of her and then drag her off to the village?
No, worse. But if you get a chance, no, check it. The Journey Natty Gann. Watch it. It's a really good movie. It was in the, as Trenchy pointed out, Black Cauldron and stuff was out around this time. It was when Disney were like, yeah, we're going to try and do dark stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff. You had like the Secret and Infant stuff around this kind of same time period where they were trying to do dark stuff for kids. You had Dark Crystal and you had Labyrinth and stuff like that.
Watches in the Woods.
Yeah, that. Oh, what's the one you fucking adore, Trench? That
I love Watches in the Woods, but Something Wicked This Way Comes.
That's
is fantastic.
the fucking one. That's the one.
Yes.
So yeah, it falls into that ilk of this is for kids kind of thing. So yeah, check it out, The Journey in Atigan. Guys, you all had fucking awesome picks, and I think we gave people lots of good suggestions to check. We gave a lot of
White
obvious stuff.
slave.
Jesus, yeah, watch the slave movie. Watch it. It's a true story apparently. Fucking Brian Dennehy's in it. Um, thanks, Brian. Thanks, dude. Um, but yeah, no, guys, thanks a million for coming on. Apologies about last week. I had to mind my niece and nephew last week. I have to mind them tomorrow as well. But I said, fuck it, I'm not postponing twice. That was kind of shitty of me to do to you guys. So I said I'd fucking power through. And fuck it, 5 hours of sleep will do me. I can fucking sleep when I'm dead. But before I go, my lovely girlfriend, my gorgeous girlfriend, what is up with Jen's reviews from the grave?
Well, currently I have a video up, just me being, if you like Angry Jen, you're gonna love this latest video because I'm talking about the fucking trash fire that is I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's fucking awful. Don't watch it, people. I'm serious. Besides that, I'll probably be dropping a video about an apocalyptic world where you have to apply to get children. It's an under talked about one that came out this year, and it's really good. That'll probably drop sometime tomorrow. And me and Marty, I gotta ask Marty a question, but me and Marty might be doing a review together if he's kind enough and has the time.
Yeah, I know. I'll try. I'm just fucking.
If we got time, no biggie.
No. Just with fucking my new gig and stuff, I'm just finding it hard. Time is a fucking luxury. I don't seem to have as much of these days, but I will do my best.
No biggie.
Trench, have you anything out at the moment you want people to check out?
No, I got the last video I made, but I don't even remember what that was. But yeah, I do like have a couple things coming up. I'm gonna be on Jen's as always, but in a couple weekends, we're continuing that movie thing we've been doing, and it's Ethel's turn, and we're doing low budget Godfathers, which we're gonna be watching one of Roger Corman's films, one of Bird Eye Gordon's films, and one of William Castle's films, whichever one gets picked in the draft.
We have a massive list.
And is this going to be a live stream?
Yeah, it's a live stream where we'll be watching the films as always, and the chaos and all of that.
Very cool.
And no, that's it's cool. It's cool as well, Ethel. You're coming back to other folks' channels as well, because I know a lot of people missed you, and it's good to have you back, because I certainly missed you, and a lot of people missed you. But no, that kicks arse as well, Trench. That you're doing your own kind of stuff, and yeah, if you haven't checked out Trenchy's channel, check him out. He has some really fun discussion streams, and he does some really good music videos, some really exceptionally fucking edited and put together music videos. So check out Trenchy, aka the Soulless Trenchcoat's channel, because the man is, as well as being super nice and one of the most decent human beings on this platform, he's a fucking legend. So be sure to check him out. And lastly, Ethel, is there any inclination in the future of anything coming out? And if not, is there any video, given the time of month or given the time of year or any particular thing that you want people to check out that you've done in the past?
Well, you never know about the future. Always in motion. Always changing is the future. The great beyond is a mystery unknown to all. Always shrouded in that veil. But I will be doing the stream with Trench and John and everybody, and we're going to be doing these films, whatever they may be. As far as my stuff, greatest hits on the channel. The channel will remain up and continue to be up. Will I come back? I don't know. Is there a demand?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, there is.
Is there a demand? Create a demand. Create a demand, people. But no, I enjoy being back, and I don't know. One day, who knows? It's a mystery.
when you're needed. When
It's
you're
a mystery.
needed.
When
We'll
when
send out
that
the
time
call.
comes, wherever a bad movie is, I'll be there. Wherever there's somebody wondering if they got enough time to get up and go pee before missing the important part of the movie, I'll not be there because I don't want to see that. But I'll be there.
Yeah, Creepy says we demand it. I demand it.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, also, Marty, real quick, I forgot. Trenchy mentioned it, but I will be Wednesday on my channel. I will be having my mob. The Summer of the Mob continues, and I have the absolute legends of the Soulless Trenchcoat Trenchy, as well as Joey Nomad, and we're going to be talking about season 5 of The Sopranos on Wednesday night. That's the season where Adriana gets.
Spoilers. Spoilers, Jen. Myself, I still have a fucking fuck ton of figures to review thanks to this fucking gorgeous lunatic here. I'm probably also going to do. I waited because everyone and their mother and the dog shit that was stuck to the mother's shoe done a breakdown of Predator Badlands trailer 2. Myself and Predpool done a really good discussion stream on that. Check that out. But I'm going to be a basic, one of those basic nerdy bitch bastards and be like, oh, top 10 Easter eggs. I'm breaking down stuff in the new trailer to check out, stuff that turned up in video games, stuff that turned up in comics, what the plot's going to be about, who is Tia, what's Wayland Yutani's involvement in this movie, and potential places the thing can go. I hope to have it up next week. Knowing my schedule, though, it could be up fucking this week or the week after, but it'll be up at some stage. But yeah, again, I just want to thank everyone who stopped in. We had the ever stalwart Creepy McGee. We also had Dana Earl who stopped in, another awesome person is always stopping in. Thanks a million, Dana. We had Brian Kubrick Lover. I'm just scrolling up and I don't want to miss anyone.
We had Wob too.
Yeah, we had
Bob.
Wobbs. And Horror Cat
Oh.
Dad.
And Horror Cat Dad, yeah.
Larry, Don Night Owl Movies, Matchmakers 2020, as you said,
Tembo.
Wob, Tembo Cinema,
Texas.
Papa Goss, Texas, and yeah, I think that's it. Anyone else? If we missed you, we still love you. Oh, Anthony Shobutz. We had Anthony Shobutz. If we missed you, we love you. You guys kick ass, and it's great having these awesome fuckers on the stream as well. They kick ass. So with that, I'm going to say good night, God bless, and Shlana Walya. Take care. Bye now.
Stay frosty.
Venus.
Adios.
Bye.